Promo.
Savage circle tap, baby.
David running in.
I'm coming from my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay. Better get from around my way, 'cause I'm coming from my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay.
But I guess we'll need more dope. Hey, watch you take off through a portal. Pick your shots, never forced though. Take off fast like a Porsche, go away. Rio, turn up. Different cities explore those. So high I can soar your way. Take off through a portal. Got me feeling immortal.
Right, we're back and we're live.
We're live, baby.
All right, we got Ezra CG in the building. Actually, well, he's in his building.
Yeah, in his building.
He's in his building.
Figuratively speaking, I am in the building.
Yeah, he
Not
is.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for joining us. You know what I mean?
Welcome to the shit show.
Yeah.
Can't wait. It's an honor to be a savage officially.
Yeah. Savage,
You're gonna have to come sign the table.
Yep, it's true.
Okay. Then we'll make it real official.
Yeah, everybody signs the table.
And you know what? Like, I welcome you to invite either member of the Savage Circle to Ezra Trick Balls. If you want all of us there, you might have to do it here. But
yeah,
that would be really cool. Yeah. Do a little crossover.
Come down. And,
man. Exactly.
And hang around and shoot the shit for sure.
Yeah, man.
Oh, enjoying the volcano bag, I see. Huh?
You know.
At least we know you don't fuck around, man.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting here.
There's no fucking around happening.
I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm here with this.
Do you want to know what he doesn't tell you? There's 57 different strands in that joint.
Give or take.
Yeah, and what else he doesn't tell you is last Saturday.
By the end of the night, he's pretty...
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't have to roll it, so I ain't complaining.
I don't know. You complained for a good 60 seconds before you said that.
This pizza comes from Gamblers, and it's a butter chicken pizza. I'll try a bite.
Yeah. It's probably delicious.
Tastes better than your shoe.
That it does.
Yeah, but them wings are even better.
Oh my god, the wings are
the tandoori wings.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Hand marinated to order. They take 45 minutes to get a pound of wings.
Oh, yeah, I mean, worth it.
Yeah.
But everything you spent on
Gamblers in Niagara Falls.
Right down the road.
Okay.
But
they're marinated in Indian spices and yogurt, and then they're baked, and then they're covered in a sauce, and it's
oh man,
much love.
And I wasn't just virtual right now.
Normally we do a potluck, so tonight we just it was just us here.
We went local
orders.
Yeah.
And then homemade samosas. Look at the size of that sucker.
Yeah.
I love that y'all keep it ethnic. It ain't burgers and fries over there.
No.
Y'all got the tandoori chicken. Y'all got the samosas.
We'll let David explain that, Chuck.
So, yeah, right. You know Chronic Spirit.
Yes.
So he gives me a call one day. He's like, "Yo, what are you up to?" I'm like, "I just got a call about a podcast." He's like, "No way. So did I."
I've never heard this story before.
I'm like, "Okay, cool. Where is it?" He's like, "Niagara Falls." I'm like, "Shit, no way." All right. So then I hear from Amanda that she's getting interviewed by TJ, and they're doing a podcast. So I come down here by invite. They're playing chicken wing roulette.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm sitting here like, I'm gonna say it how I thought it, and call me what you want.
Whatever.
Don't at me. I'm like, okay, I'm in a room with a bunch of white folk. How hot can this really get?
You weren't scared.
Bro,
he was crying out of his ears.
Yo, I ended up getting the hottest chicken twice.
Yeah.
Wow.
The second time I did it to myself because I forgot that I had it.
It was the Thrasher's Paradise.
Hey.
I ain't touching it yet.
And we're
Not too many people can say they get hit in Russian roulette twice and live to and have the story to tell. You know what I mean? So usually after that first bullet, you're out.
It usually happens to him every week.
Yeah, he does this to himself.
It's like they trying to find a way to outspice me, and I'm sitting here like taking my time eating this damn pizza because I'm starting to feel the spice myself, and it tastes good, but
that spice creeps up on
that spice just crept up on me while I was mid-sentence and made me forget what the hell I was gonna say.
If you take a look, it's gonna switch over in a second.
Yeah.
Now, if you see the pizza, that's the butter chick pizza,
Good.
and to the left is tandoori wings. Now there is a samosas green sauce here, which is delicious and made in store. And on the right side is a milder version of the samosa sauce. And then if you notice, there's like 12 or 13 hot sauces ranging from ketchup almost to a 500,000 scolies per drop.
Yeah, yeah. This Thrasher's Paradise stuff, even though this stuff is hotter, I find this stuff.
It lasts a lot.
It lasts longer. It
dangerous.
coats. It coats.
Yeah, like I don't know what but
Just to open it.
like it hurts. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like once you cross a certain threshold, it's just different kinds of pain. You know what I mean?
Oh,
They're all bad. I love my hot food. I love my spicy food, and I pride myself on being able to handle it. But there has been a couple times where I've been like, I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it, and then I was like dying. You know,
you did that a couple of weeks ago.
A couple of weeks ago, we had Ass Pocket Podcast with us.
Jesus.
He came over and he brought some hot sauce, and then he brought this mystery bag of what we will call bear mace.
Wow.
Literally, I had it here and I took a whiff, and my cheeks started sweating. Forget
So
my
it was a bag? Like, was it like dried spices in there, or what was it?
He won't tell us.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't let us taste it
He
either.
wouldn't let us take it.
He's trying to keep the liability off him. And
Literally, I
it
literally
was-
took a sniff of it and I couldn't talk for like 30 seconds.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
It
Yeah,
was
that can't be legal.
right.
Slice in a little bag.
Yeah, one time a homie brought me to this wing place in I think it was Brantford, because I was in Brantford like for the night for a friend's party, and they're like, "Oh, you got to come to this wing spot. It's my buddy's dad's, and he's got these crazy hot wings." And so we ordered the wings that we actually wanted to enjoy, and then the owner of the place was like, "All right, I'm going to let you try this, right?" And I tried it, and like one bite. And I became convinced that he gives everyone a free one of these to sell chocolate milk, because he had a whole fridge full of chocolate milk. And I bought one and I downed it, and my mouth was still burning.
It's okay. We bought chocolate milk just for Dablock over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, he gave me the free wing, and I think I bought 2 chocolate milks.
I used to work for Duff's Famous Wings in Toronto, way back when it first started.
Man?
Duff's.
Oh, the duck.
I used to make their death sauce at one point. We had to throw out the pots every 3 months because it would eat through it.
When we had peppers, we did.
Wow,
When we had
Holy.
peppers, we would do the same thing.
Got to be hot, man. You got to be able to taste it, make it delicious, but still got to burn that roof of your mouth.
So that's
Yeah. No, people who don't like spice, I don't, they act like they don't understand. Like, why would you want to like have pain in your food? I'm like, well, that's life. You know what I mean? Life is the pain. You gotta have the pain with the good.
My
that
sauces,
combination. Yeah.
my sauces it had to have flavor. You gotta have some taste that makes you want to eat more. No matter how much you're burning, you want to eat more because that flavor.
Fucking right, yeah, man, and it's exciting, and it's an experience eating spicy food, and it's good. It brings out the flavor in things. I find a lot of the time.
Oh yeah.
If you get the right combination.
Like I explained to Jerrio, I'm actually part Indian, part Native, Scottish, and French, and I grew up on Jamaican food.
Wow, there you go.
I don't
That's a Ontario story right there.
You're like a radiant bundle of fascinating contradictions.
Yes, I am. I should be wanting to kill myself every day.
I do joke that you're having like I thought I had conscious conflicts of a Jamaican Canadian conscience. This guy has inner war.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
This guy like wakes up sometimes. I wonder if he wakes up sometimes and one part of his body just doesn't agree with the other part.
Yeah.
And they just like
The last week.
Yeah.
The last week.
That's hilarious. That or you just have it all figured out, you know, like maybe the more everybody mixes, like the better off we'll eventually be. You know, maybe because you only have Jamaican and Canadian, that creates like a duality, right? Whereas this guy's got so much that he's just like can't possibly judge anybody, or like, you know, I think that's eventually the solution is we all got to be like this guy, just we all got to be mutts.
Oh,
Why not? I'll take that. I'll take that.
I'm not for tribalism. Let's all mix. Let's all be just gorgeous, tan-skinned, you know, individuals, and then range, you know, based on where we're located geographically. Some people might get more of a tan or whatever. But I think ethnically, we all just need to mix and be earthlings, you know.
Ethnically, we're just people. Fuck it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But TJ has a question for you.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that song we used on the promo there. Is that something new you guys just dropped, or?
Yeah, thank you for asking. That just dropped January 8th. That album dropped. That's actually Joe Rel's album, but we kind of did like we were inspired by a couple classic things like Raekwon's Only Built for Cuban Links album, which had Ghostface Killah on every single song, but it was Raekwon's album, and the Ghostface Killah like wasn't credited. He just had verses on every song. And then more recently, Jay Electronica dropped an album, A Written Testimony, and Jay-Z is rapping on every song, and yet Jay-Z's name is not on the project at all. So Jarrell came down to work on some music, and he's like, "Man, let's do a duet." And I was like, "But people need like a Jarrell project, you know?" And then I was like, "How about I just like rap on every song too? We'll do a duet project, but it'll be your album." You know, like Ghostface Killah or Jay Electronica, and he loved the idea, and we kind of ran with it because I had dropped an album called Just Before Dawn, so he wanted to call his Just After Dusk.
And both are great albums, by the way. I sent both as soon as I got wind that you guys were coming on. I creeped Facebooks and whatnot, and you know, great albums.
Oh man, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it because we, you know, we've been doing it for a while, but it's really only the last year or so that I feel like we've really been like doing some high quality stuff. So I appreciate that, any recognition of that, because you know, we went through like a long time, like years and years of kind of trying out different things, and some stuff that worked and some didn't. And I feel like now we're really finding just how to be true to ourselves with it. And that's kind of making the best stuff, I find. So yeah, that song from the promo was on the Just After Dusk album.
From both those albums, yours and his, I could hear similarities, but I could also hear your individuality. You know what I mean? Like it works for you two together and apart type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, nail on the head, man. Because when he when he came down to do that, originally I was kind of fresh off of releasing Just Before Dawn, so I was still kind of in that zone, so to speak. But then he came, and it was actually my little cousin who made most of the beats, and it's crazy because he's only 15, and he happened to hit me up like, "Hey, like, do you remember?" He's like not my first cousin, but my second cousin. So we had a few little family gatherings together, but not like we were around each other all the time. But there was a couple times when I was like 20 and he was like, you know, a kid, like a kid, like a little more than a toddler kind of thing. And I used to play with him and like do cops and robbers and stuff with him and shit at the family gathering. So he messages me all these years later, and he's like, "Hey, like I started making beats and I'm getting some pretty good feedback. Like I'm about to go to high school," and shit. Like, holy shit. So he's sending me these beats, and I'm like, I don't know what to expect. Like I'm ready to kind of like give him a fake compliment or be like, "Yeah, keep going," you know? But you know, I start playing through these beats and I'm like, holy shit, these are hard. Like, and the thing is, they were too hard for me to even write songs to, because I'm like, I work with some hard beats, but like content wise, I'm trying to stray away from like the like gangster content. I used to do more of it when I was younger, but like I'm growing up now. I can't keep
Real mature.
yeah, I can't keep being out here talking about reckless shit when I'm, sitting at home with my family and stuff, So I'm trying to find ways to make more
something more relevant to you.
Yeah, more content that's just true to me. So my little cousin sent me these beats that are like gangsta as fuck, right? So I'm like, these are great and like really well produced, but I don't necessarily know that I can write a good song to these. Maybe for somebody else, but not for really what I'm going for. And then Jarrell came down to do some work, and he loved those beats, right? And as soon as we started listening to them together, and I was thinking of those beats through the lens of like Jarrell rather than just through me. And I was like, man, like we could come up with some good concepts, because for Jarrell it's kind of the opposite. Like he goes full gangsta with his content, and I'm trying to pull him more in my direction to be like, here, you can be more kind of well-rounded and talk about other things and talk about your life and stuff, right? So us doing that together was kind of like a great way for me to sort of not only experiment with myself writing and rapping over hard ass beats like that, and finding ways to come up with creative song concepts that make sense over those beats. That's not us being out here like we're going to shoot you this, that, or the other.
Okay.
So I reeled him in to sort of have that more relevant content, and then it helped me find ways to put that on those types of beats. So it was a fun process to do, and I'm glad that you recognize the difference between the sounds of those two projects, because it was really like me trying to bridge the gap between the stuff that he used to make and the stuff that I'm trying to make now, because he hasn't really made solo material in a while. So if he would have came back making the same type of stuff that he had made originally, it might not have gone as well together. But because we were able to sort of find common ground on those beats, it ended up being a really cool project.
It worked out well. Like I really enjoyed, like I said, both albums, and I look forward to more of that Tune Gang kind of sound that you guys seem to have developed. You know what I mean? There is like you can hear a camaraderie in there.
Yeah, you can.
100%. It's not just.
You should see them in person, bro. When they rolled into the Niagara Music Awards in 2019, bro, they rolled in like Wu-Tang.
That was our old saying, was Choom Gang knew Wu-Tang, but we don't have as many like active members anymore, but it's still fun to see how we can continue to push the sound that we've tried to kind of create, like I said, it's taken a lot of years of experimenting to even get to the point where I'm really proud of what we're putting out.
Yeah, he Ezra won a Niagara Music Award in 2019 for Hip Hop Artist of the Year. I have been following his career since, I want to say 2014 at least.
Yeah, somewhere around then. Yeah.
Yeah, since the Superhuman album.
Yeah, that was early 2015. That was shortly after like my buddy Chuck passed, and really everything kind of changed after that, because he sort of was the visionary. He passes away, and then we're sort of left to try to continue to execute this vision. And that's really what's been the bumpiest road, is sort of learning how to do that without the person who sort of this is the brainchild of, Do
you want to hear something funny? Because like I caught the similarities between your album and Jarreel's, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if you watch the actual promo from when Jarreel was on, it was him and Choom Gang. And if you noticed, you came on, now it's you, him, and then Choom Gang.
Yeah.
Now somebody else from Choom Gang comes on, it's going to be them, you, him, and then the part, like it's a running theme I made for you guys.
That's dope. That's awesome.
So every time more of you come on, that little thing's going to get a little bigger of all of you. And it's
okay. Yeah, we're growing this Choom Gang and the Savage Circle into a Venn diagram.
And it's going to end on that one group shot that has Chuck in it that David requested. It has to be in there.
I requested it because it was given to me from the man himself.
So like it's a running inside story type of thing with you guys and the way I'm doing that promo.
Well, that's incredible, man, because it's it's a wild story, and I'm not I'm not the type of person who loves to like push myself out there that much. And people in my life tell me I should be like, yeah, man, you really got to put yourself out there more. But, you know, my whole life growing up, seeing other, and, you know, again, back to ethnicity and stuff, but seeing other white rappers and the way that they would push themselves and the ego and the cockiness that was often involved. I would get turned off by that. And it was always my worst fear that somebody would see me like that. So I've always like had a visceral reaction to like coming out to people like, hey, I'm a rapper, this, that, or the other. But you know, I'm really at the point now where I'm happy with the stuff that I'm making, and I feel like it's a real accurate representation of who I am. And there's no reason not to put it out there, you know. But that's kind of always been a challenge for me.
So,
go ahead, Dave.
okay, I heard it earlier today. I went through, I was playing the Terrell Effect today. And I went through some of the archives. And if I'm not mistaken, you did say to me you made the beat for Leave the Soul Alone, correct?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. When, like, oh man, that beat is still one of the dopest beats I've heard. So, like, I want to know when you decided to go from making the beats to just focusing on the lyrical side.
Well, I was never really big into making beats at all. Like I still do plan on getting into it, and I've always said that, but it's one of those things. Around that time, I had a few friends that were really into making beats and were doing it regularly. So they were able to really help me learn the basics of it. And at that time, it made it possible for me to throw a few beats together. I did have some help as far as like the technicalities of Fruity Loops and stuff, because I was never a producer. I was always just a rapper. And I always did like behind the scenes in the sense of recording and mixing and stuff like that. I could always do a little bit of that because of my radio background. But Chuck was still the main guy, even for recording and mixing and everything, until I inevitably had to take over. But yeah, so it's production for me with beats is very intimidating. I was able to do it a few times and pull off a few bangers just because of the ear I have for music. But I don't even remember how I did that. Like, I know that I did it, but I don't remember how I did it. I know that beat sampled a song that was in a Game of Thrones like promo trailer for an upcoming season. And I thought the song just sounded epic as fuck. So I put it into Fruity Loops, and I had someone show me like how to chop up a sample, and I chopped it up myself and added the drums and shit, and it ended up being epic as fuck. But I listen to it now, and I still don't think it's like mixed properly or anything like that. And that's really the thing with production that made me stop, was I could make shit that sounded really cool, but I don't know anything about like what key something is in or what note something is. Like, it's all just off of ear for me, you know? So it's easy to make mistakes in a program that is like a software that's very technical when you don't really know the technical terms of things. And I don't, you know, it's strictly based off of ear. So I can tweak something, but something that sounds good to my ear may not sound good to other people's ear. So you kind of have to follow the rules of production in a sense when you're making beats. Whereas with vocals, I find I can be way more free and do my type of thing when I'm editing vocals, because vocals are more like loosey-goosey. There's not like a technical sound to them. Vocals are vocals, right? So I really love mixing and editing and playing around with vocals. But when it comes to beats, like the mixing part of it always threw me off, even though I do think I have an ear for the sound of it. And that's how I was able to pull off Leave the Soul Alone and shit like that. But really, I didn't know what I was doing, and I still don't when it comes to making beats. So rapping is what I do.
Making beats and music, you don't need to know shit. As long as it sounds good to you and you like it, it don't matter.
Yeah, well, that's dope, and I'm learning that because I read The Tao of Wu by the RZA, and it inspired me a lot because he's like the producer of all the Wu-Tang Clan's best music, and he said exactly what you just said. You know, he's like, so many people told me my shit sounded off, and he's like, well, it sounds on to me, and he won a Grammy. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, you're going to put out what sounds good to you, and it may resonate with some people, and there's going to be people it doesn't resonate with. But I don't know. For me, it's not my comfort zone. I guess I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's always good to put yourself out of it some days too.
Yeah, and I still really plan to, honestly. Like, I think eventually my move is just going to be like my solo music is going to be all me, beat and everything, but I'm not there yet, you know.
That's every day. If you don't learn something new in music every time you go to do it, then you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, true that.
That is true. That's definitely
You
true.
never master what you're doing ever,
Yeah, no.
ever.
Even with vocal mixing, I'm working on a second part to Just Before Dawn now, actually, like a second solo part, Just Before Dawn's second wave. And I have it done. I'm just like basically doing all the finishing touches on the mixing and mastering and stuff. And like, it's like you just said, like I'm finding myself learning new things, but my initial intention was to keep it uniform with Just Before Dawn and Just After Dusk, because they have like a uniform kind of mix to them. But even in between doing Just Before Dawn and Just After Dusk, I learned a few things and tweaked a few things. But now I'm like learning things and tweaking things more, but I still have this like attachment to the idea of being able to play through all 3 albums without hearing a difference. But yet it's like I'm learning things and it sounds better, so I'm going to do it, you know?
You gotta.
True.
You look like you wanted to say something for a while.
I was going to say something, but you know what? It's going to be right after this commercial break.
Oh, David.
Slipped it in there.
I'm coming for my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay. Better get from around my way, 'cause I'm coming for my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay.
But I can get gas, don't need more dope. And watch you take off through a portal. Pick your shots, never force those. Say, take off fast like a Porsche, go away. Rio, turn up.
I love you.
Different cities, explore those. So high I can soar your way. Take off through a portal. Got me feeling immortal.
Nice. Nice.
That is like the exact length of time it takes to fill this bag. So you guys don't have to hear the motor running. So that's just beautiful.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
No, I really dug that album and your other one. I enjoyed both of them actually.
Yeah, thanks a lot, bro. Honestly, it really means a lot. And yeah, I hope you'll check out the new one that's coming out.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be late March, early April, I'm thinking.
Are you gonna make an appearance on the Terrell Effect?
Yeah, that's tradition, man. Every new album, I gotta make
During the day, and then you got to come back on here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, 100%, man. I'll be happy to. And thank you for checking out the music. Honestly, it really does mean a lot.
Justin said as it could be the prettier Tom McDonald. Just his 2 cents.
Don't tell Tom McDonald that, man. He'll come after me.
Hey, he just dropped a new one on Friday too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's somebody who really knows his fucking role. You know what I mean? And he plays it to the fullest.
Yeah.
He knows his role and he knows how to market himself.
Oh yeah.
He knows what triggers.
And he's not scared. You know, he's not scared of shit. And that.
From Edmonton, what do you expect? He's used to freezing his balls off.
Right?
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I used to hate on him all the time, and that was his. Like, I loved him, and then I hated him, and now I just fucking respect him because I'm like, you know what? I went on the phase when I was hating on him, that's exactly what he wanted me to be doing, was hating on him. You know what I mean? That was the whole game plan he was doing. All his shit was going viral with like the race topics he was speaking on. And
the thing is, I was following him 3 years before that, just before his breakdown.
Well, that's interesting because, you know, there's a small world thing. When he was very, very first putting up music, he was just by himself with the piano, super low quality. I don't know if you ever saw any of those, but it was really fresh stuff. And at that time, Chuck actually connected with him because he was a big fan of his. And he made him a beat, and then Tom actually used one of his beats. And so there's a little bit of a connection there between us and Tom. But then seeing the trajectory he went on, he lost me for a bit, but then I realized what he was doing, and
It was
he
exactly
gained
what
back
he
my
wanted.
appreciation.
Yeah, right on.
Like
man.
I was following him just before how the West was won when he was still doing all his auto tune and that, like heavy auto tune and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So that's I've been following him for a while.
yeah.
say,
That's going way back, and it's been interesting to watch him, man, because like you really saw him find himself.
Once him and Nova actually decided to go, okay, we're together, let's do this.
Yeah,
Even her music, the new shit she just put out, stellar.
It's good, yeah. It's
yeah, they really found their direction, and it's like I say, you find yourself, the more you go.
Yeah, he just had to hit extreme bottom.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. But
He
God
hit
bless him,
real
man.
low
He's back up.
mentally and addiction wise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
better
it's
to
over
get it
for a
all
while
out
now,
of the
though.
way before you get all your money, though. Like,
Yeah.
right? We'll just get that out of the way, and then now we can have some money and not die.
Well,
Yeah.
No, he's done a lot of good things, especially just for the Canadian side of rap and that whole urban music, we'll call it.
I guess
No
he's
quotation that.
Toronto, right?
Yeah.
Let's go there. What really is urban?
Well,
Like,
it's
it's like
it's not quite top 40 and it's not metal.
it's not pop.
certainly
No.
not metal.
Yeah, I love urban contemporary.
I'm so quiet because, like, this is a new area for me. I'm usually just into the metal, so I'm learning something today.
Well, you're talking to St. Catherine's hip hop rock star right now. That's basically what he is.
I listen to everything but country.
That's for you, Ian.
I listen to everything.
I can't listen to country.
No.
I would much rather listen to like Nicki Minaj for like 24
What?
hours than a fucking country song.
Old
And I can't
old
stomach
country
it.
can be pretty fun.
And I can't
we
stomach
gotta
her.
talk about shit we got on
We
video,
gotta do segment now. Come on.
right?
Jay locked in a room for 10
Yeah.
hours.
One channel of just Jay
Yeah.
losing his shit to Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, and I can't stomach her. Like I hear her voice and like my testicles go into my stomach.
Well, when you play a country song backwards, he gets his house, his wife, and
And it still sounds like a whiny little bitch.
right.
Crying.
So, what do you think about Cardi B?
What's that?
Is that a cardigan?
Wow.
No, I'm serious. What the fuck is a Cardi B?
I'm still trying to figure it out myself. She's
She's
like-
throwing shit up there. You don't
Come on,
need
man.
no.
No. She's
She's
yeah.
like Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim.
It's what happens when a
No.
hooker has a voice.
Listen, Cardi B is a more, and I'm gonna just come out and be nice while you guys are all being mean, okay? Cardi B is like a more
This is the
relatable Nicki Minaj.
Oh, what do you say?
What
That's
did
what
you
I
say?
think she is. I think she's a more relatable Nicki Minaj because she's not quite Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj is kind of like on a high horse where she puts herself kind of above everybody and she's always talking about how she's the best and everything. And Cardi B is just kind of like, yeah, I'm fucking nasty and I'm crazy and I don't give a. And she collaborates with other women and she's
like my
opened up
women
to other
performers
female
this
rappers. I think a lot of the problem with Nicki was that she didn't want any other female rappers to be successful. She wanted to be
or
the
bigger
only
than
one.
her.
Yeah, or bigger than her. Yeah. Whereas Cardi is very like, Cardi's like people friendly. Like she's like. She makes you feel more like she's one of you, whereas Nicki's like, oh, I'm Nicki, like, Nicki, you're not Beyonce, okay? You ain't fucking Beyonce.
See, I like my female singers like, Missy Elliott back in the day. Missy's fucking
Missy was one of my favorite artists growing up. She has the best music videos.
Same.
All right.
What?
He said Roxanne from Your Last Wish, or like from North Trap. Like that's
Female
where I am
fingers,
right
right?
now.
Now I'm just like,
Or Angela from Arch Enemy.
Yeah.
See, when I was a kid, the dirty women were like, salt and pepper.
I love that.
You know what
have
I
the
mean?
cassette tape
What are
here.
you
I
talking
think.
about? That's what
I'm
I'm
going to
talking
look to see if I can find it. Actually.
Yeah.
I'm back in the day.
Oh man,
I got
they
some
were
great
the
cassette tapes.
raunchiest. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Let's talk about sex. That was the most controversial song ever. What do you mean? And then you had MC Light, all them, and then you had like the
Tolo.
Tolo. Yeah.
D-Light.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to pull out some
I
good
missed all that
Snap,
stuff
Wayne's
going
World.
I didn't, man. I grew up, like I said,
Pantera.
I grew up with all that, but I also grew up in the hood. I'm a project baby. I grew up in the projects.
Yeah.
So I got a bit of everything from everywhere. My dad was a musician. So I got the rock side from him. And then, my neighbors and everything was, the Missy Elliott's. I can't even remember half of it.
If you're listening to Missy, you were listening to the Brat, you're probably listening to
we used to get, when family would come visit from Jamaica, they'd be bringing us tapes. Check this artist out. Who is it? I don't know. So we're just listening to stuff that straight out of the clubs and that from down in Jamaica and that. So you know what I mean? Like that's what I grew up on was a wide variety.
Remember making whether you were freestyling or I'm jamming on my guitar, you were still handing tapes out back in the day.
We used to make tapes like mixtapes when they were actually on tapes.
Yeah.
I got some of those right here. I just found my
Look at us now, He can send
tape.
you a link of the whole album right now, and then bam, we can play that in the background.
I already have a link to it, and I've already listened to it many times.
Oh no, I have it on my computer too. So like,
you definitely have to check it out.
Yeah.
I can't find my salt and pepper tape.
Oh.
Are you trying to be relevant with the rest of us?
No.
That conversation's
I don't give a fuck. I found my slaughter tape, TJ. I made sacrifice tape.
Which slaughter? The Toronto one or the U.S. pop one?
Toronto.
That's the one that Mr. Chuck played with for a year before he went and started Death.
Digging through the tapes right now, trying to find that salt and pepper.
I got some weird tapes in here.
Oh, Harry, I was looking at
David
looking for salt and pepper.
Cindy Lauper, Boston.
Wilson Phillips was dope.
Cindy
Rodeo, Milli Vanilli, Def Leppard, Skid Row, Grateful Dead.
While she's looking for her tapes, Ben. So are you like originally from Ontario, born and raised in this area, or?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, St. Catherine. I lived out in BC for about 6 months a couple of years ago. Yeah. I went and worked at a mountain resort in Field, which is near Golden. I don't know if you've heard
which
of
one?
Golden. Really close to Banff and Lake Louise and stuff, but on the BC side.
What was it called? Relatives that all live out in the West Coast and East Coast.
Oh my God,
West Coast,
life changing.
Oh yeah.
And
once you leave, you always want to go back, but you don't.
Yeah, exactly. I've never been to the East Coast, but that's one on my list for sure. The places I know I need to visit.
I lived in Newfoundland for a year.
Well, everywhere I've been, I've always been sucked back to Ontario for some reason.
He likes
you know what? I was gone for a certain amount of time, and then it was like Ontario just called me back, man.
Yeah, here
I know what it is.
Been here 3 years now this time around, right? So
yeah, it's like the closest to living in America without living in America. Like in Ontario, you feel like you're relevant and at the center of the world, and you're everything, but you're not right in the shit show. You know what I mean?
Well, the GTA accounts for what, 25% of the whole population of Canada.
You know. That's why I love when elections happen and shit, and Albertans are all pissed off that well, it's like, well, how many of you are there really? Like, what do you expect is going to happen? Like, I don't know.
Your economy is a third of what Ontario is.
Yeah.
That's with you.
Y'all moved out there because the money was out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it really?
By the way, I need to give a shout out to somebody. Got the Shit Fits on, which is a side project of Mr. Sam Crowley.
I'm just going to turn around and do this.
Yes.
Because we haven't given a shout out to Jill yet.
Oh, Jillian. Miss Niagara Metal. She the shit.
She's my favorite. She's one of my
Michigan
favorite.
Heavy Metal is another one of
Oh,
those.
yeah. We have some tea to spill. You want to spill it?
We have some breaking news.
By the way, guys, for you two. We just picked up Michigan Metal to work with us.
Nice.
Possibly. Well, we are, though. They're going to come on a new segment we're going to be interviewing next week.
I know.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, we wanted to expand a little bit more, and I reached out to some other people I know.
Yeah, they're another channel that we can cross with. They're over in Michigan. It doesn't matter how we work with them, whether they go through the Boneyard or whatever, or we just cross and share and stuff. But I mean, I think we should definitely get them on and see what we can
We also need a couple more hip hop channels or something.
Well, we're working on that, clearly.
Yeah,
Yep.
Here we are tonight.
You guys are plugged in. You got the block plugging you into the hip hop scene.
Oh,
I'm even eating chicken wings.
Yeah. Oh,
Indian
really?
style.
He
Indian
froze his
style.
mouth off this
Sitting on a
time.
throne.
Clearly, I haven't done my job properly.
Yeah.
These are fantastic.
I do need a napkin. That hot sauce is making my nose run.
Yeah, when Jareel comes, apparently he's gonna be bringing me some Warden Station patties and sweet buns.
Oh,
There you go.
I miss them.
Yeah.
I don't get to go there when I go to visit my daughter and that. I don't get a chance to go up to Warden Station much. So
Yeah, I've only really been to his neck of the woods once when we did a show in Toronto a couple years ago, and I went and stayed at his place in Scarborough, and that was really the only time I've been around there. You know, he's always come down here, I guess, probably for good reasons.
So where all have you toured then? Like, have you been all?
Well, that was really the only time that we did a few shows outside of the Niagara region. Yeah, we just like kind of backed on. Jumped on the back of somebody else's tour. He was looking for somebody to open for him, and he was doing 5 shows in the GTA in like 5 weeks or something. So it was like every Saturday there was a show at a different venue in the GTA. So we did that, and that was a really fun summer, and it was really cool being able to do stuff around like Queen Street West and whatnot, and be able to perform for different audiences that weren't the local, and still be able to do my crazy shit and kick off my shoes and also all the wild shit I used to do when I had long ass hair. Yeah. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun. But other than that, I've really only performed in the Niagara area. But you know, obviously up until the pandemic, I've always been open to perform or tour anywhere.
Right on. Yeah, David was telling us that your energy between all you guys on stage is just phenomenal, right? Like you really bring it when you're on live.
I saw that.
I mean, like we try to bring that, like, you know, you guys are into the metal, and that's the kind of energy that we want to be able to bring. So it's like,
they mosh pit on stage, bro.
Yeah, a lot of the, you know, so many rap shows and so many hip hop shows, and the ones that are really great get that energy out of people, get that same mosh pit energy out of people. There are great, like some people have more introspective music, and it's great to just kind of stand there and listen to them rap. But the really fun live experiences I've had with rap have been all really high energy, like crowd goes wild type shit. And it comes from the metal rock kind of influence. And that's why a lot of these rappers are calling themselves rock stars now, because that's what's getting these massive seas of people to be banging into each other and stuff, you know? So it's that same kind of energy where you can fully let loose and know that everybody around you that's also fully letting loose has the same passion and appreciation for the music and the experience that you do, right? So you don't feel scared, but you're still able to let out. So that's a really big thing hip hop's taken from metal and rock and stuff.
Thank the 90s from that, with all the crossover big tours that were going on, the big crossover concerts. You know, when Cypress Hill was blowing up, they were going out traveling with like full-blown metal bands and just going nuts.
Anthrax and
Run DMC, you know.
And Aerosmith.
Wu-Tang and Raid. They talk. RZA was talking about that in that.
That was a weird one.
Really?
Linkin Park and Jay-Z.
I didn't enjoy it as much.
I was not a fan of that at all.
Well, I will say I saw Jay-Z live in Edmonton after Chester Bennington died, like same year.
Was that?
And he did Numb Encore as a tribute to Chester Bennington. And it was like, I fucking cried. Like, it was so beautiful. It was fantastic. That collaboration in general was whatever, but that song was really good.
Yeah, that's good. I wasn't necessarily a fan, I guess. I don't know.
He looks like he needs a commercial break.
Sounds like it.
Because he looks pretty empty.
Yeah.
Getting there. That's what I need to do. I need to get higher.
I'm coming from my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay. Better get from around my way, 'cause I'm coming from my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay.
But I can get gas, don't need more dope. And watch you take off through a portal. Pick your shots, never force those. Say, take off fast like a Porsche, go away. Rio, turn up.
I love you, baby.
Different cities explore those. So high I can soar your way. Take off through a portal. Got me feeling immortal.
Really hard. Never mind.
Yeah.
I told you.
We're at.
And he just finished.
Hey, you guys fuck with these drinks? These weed drinks?
No.
Oh, I haven't tried those yet. Are they any good?
You know, some of them are all right, and some of them are pretty fucking good. And the dosages are small, and that's what's misleading. Is like the one I drank earlier was 2.5 milligrams, and normally it's like you know what I mean. You piss 2.5 milligrams.
Deep space.
They hit for some reason, and now this one I'm drinking right now is 10 milligrams. So if the 2.5 hit, then the 10 should probably hit nice. I don't know what it is about the way they make them.
The deep space one is really good too. It's got a good. It kind of tastes like
Tastes like Jaeger.
Not so tarty. Like it doesn't have that tart taste to it. It's not bad actually.
That sugar.
The grapefruit one was really fucking gross though. It had no taste.
So what you say is I should get myself like 2 or 3 10 mils.
Yeah, like the deep space is 10 mil.
Before I'm like, ooh.
This is like the same dose as the deep space, but this actually tastes a little better. I think it's like a mango pineapple.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I haven't tried those ones yet.
It's the first time I saw it on the menu when I went to go pick it up, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. And yeah, it's pretty good.
I do that too, man. I just randomly point at shit on the menu.
Yeah. Like, ooh.
You're walking into a weed store, you can't go wrong, right?
Yes, you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
I went once and bought 3.5 grams. I walked outside the door, opened it, walked back and said, here, you can keep it, and walked back out.
It's yours.
Really?
It was dry rot, the whole thing.
That's awful. Yeah, I used to work in the legal weed industry, and it's not surprising. Like it's
they're sitting on almost what is it? Just over 1 million grams in a warehouse that they won't expect next year.
Yeah.
And the process, there's no curing process. There's no proper, you know what I mean? You're gonna get better weed in the black market still.
They soak it with tinctures.
That's why we
tinctures. They soak it.
Mind you, I have gotten some good legal weed. Like I shouldn't completely poo-poo it because I've gotten some fire from the legal stores, and these drinks and shit are good. But but in general, bang for your buck is going to be on the black market. Sorry, everybody.
No, it's true.
It's true, man. It's true.
Yeah, not trying to heat out or snitch out your show here or anything.
No, it's true.
This is no
that's the ongoing debate right now between government weed and the black market.
Well, yeah.
Why is the black market thriving? Because it's being sold at like 2 grams of freaking $2 a gram to the dealers.
Yeah, and it's better.
And the government weed is being sold at $4 to $5 a gram before it gets resold again. So what are you going to do?
It's not like people aren't willing to support the legal market. People are very willing to support it. It's just
I'm not paying $380 an ounce.
Weed heads need their weed, man. So don't charge us up the ass for it. We could go get it somewhere else because we need it. You know.
I'm not going to pay $380 for something I can get for $150.
You know, these days, man, I don't even pay one. Like I barely pay more than 100, 120 an ounce anymore. Like I remember back in the day, you couldn't get an ounce for under 200. Now it's like
240 was the going rate.
Yeah, the streets are just littered with weed, man. Like who do they think they are selling it for the prices they do? And it's all dry and shitty.
We used to roll up doobies for $5 a piece.
So did we. That's how I made my pool and made milkshake money.
When I was in high school, I didn't pay for it. It got dropped off in garbage bags.
Yeah, Justin, it's definitely highway robbery.
Okay, well there you go.
It's not what you know; it's who you know. As long as they're in high and low places, you're covered.
Well, I've wasted a fuck of a lot of money then, my friend.
Well, I've got friends in low places.
I really thought you were gonna plug something.
I was all waiting for it.
Well, I mean, like, I should be plugging the fact that we have Expose the North masks. That's right, Expose the North mask. You gotta cover your face now. It's like the law. So why not do it with an Expose the North mask? We also have tubes. Expose the North tubes. Get one of those too. Expose the North. We go there and beyond.
Expose the North, not your nose and mouth.
And when you're at the strip joints, it's Expose the South.
Yeah. You gotta make them expose the South underwear, man.
Oh, man. That was golden. Oh my gosh.
Next week, brought you know.
Next week brought to you by Crotch Kickers.
Yeah.
What kind of sponsors are you looking for, Jason?
Hot and moist.
Wow.
Particularly ones that don't cost us anything.
Yeah.
They could be free. You just have to kick them out at the right time.
Speaking of sponsors, we need some. So if you know, I'm just saying, like,
Wow.
we're keeping it real. We're keeping it real. Well, I mean, like,
we
Culture
do have
Shock
a
is
delicious hot sauce.
Oh, guess who gets to try some hot sauce?
This one's called the Beast.
Hey.
It's this time. Look
Oh, I
somewhere
fucking
over
touched
there.
it, you assholes.
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. We have a rule. You touch a hot sauce, you have to do at least a half a teaspoon of it straight.
Wow.
And one person has to man up and do it with you.
That's Dory one.
Okay. That's a good rule.
So I'll go in with them on that one.
This one's my favorite, though. That's why I always grab this one.
What is it? Read it to me.
This one is
It's
called
called
Bee
Sting.
Sting. It's like
Bee
a
Sting,
pineapple
okay.
hot.
It was given to me as a gift for Christmas by my friend Natasha.
I ain't touching that shit.
But
you indicated you got a
Then I
pass.
get a pass.
You're good. You're good. And
Oh wow.
there you go.
Yellow too, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
really
delicious.
Good. It's really good.
That's
That's
There's
what everyone wants, a mouthful of bee sting.
touch, but I'll point at.
That's made by the same?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
made by Natasha as well. They were given to us for Christmas as a gift for the show. So.
We do like gifts for the show, though.
Yeah, we do like gifts for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever come across a hot sauce,
Yeah,
we'll gladly take it, put it on
Yeah.
the table, and mention your name every time we touch it.
every time.
I guess-
Every time TJ's on
Yeah,
the-
yeah, I'm usually the one that's like, oh, what's this?
Hey,
This is
TJ,
time
what's
to
in the
mention
bowl- the skull?
Soulicious hot sauce.
Yeah, you ready?
Soulicious.
Delicious, baby.
See ya. David always leaves sweating.
I forgot about that one. I thought it was sweeter.
No.
It's okay. We have a skull on here that every couple of weeks I go and buy special peanuts that are everything from habanero to sweet chilies. And they all look the same, so we mix it together, and whatever you pull out is Russian roulette.
Usually me
Yeah.
Sunday,
Oh, wow.
notes sit down, start snacking. No, I just totally forget what they are.
That's brilliant.
David's done it a few times. He's thrown one in his mouth and then went,
Ah, fuck.
fuck.
Yeah, that's dangerous, especially if you're smoking weed and shit too. You just totally forget.
That's the
Oh,
point.
I gotta make some tea.
That's the whole point. If you come and sit around the table, you'll realize how much weed is here and how much through in the night in 3 hours.
Hey, Jay,
There you go.
spill some electric tea.
Electric tea.
Some electric
Oh.
tea. Jay, you got some electric tea? Him around?
Why did I offer to take that blame?
You do it.
Appreciate it,
At
man.
least
No
take
problem,
the whole
man.
thing.
Not that it helps me at all, right? But
You know, hey, I figure if
appreciate
he's
it.
willing to make the move that he makes, at least someone could do his man up and
Listen, he wasn't willing. He was stoned and forgot.
yeah, I was trying to plug the hot sauce and hold it up like, you know.
But next week, we have some people coming on, and there may or may not be something nobody's ever heard before.
Ah.
And
And we'll stop right there.
And we're not really going to say who it is or who it is not,
That's
but
very mysterious.
we're getting into we're having people reach out going, here, I got this. Do you want to premiere it on your show? More than happy.
Yeah.
More than happy to
We
premiere
have
it.
13 channels that this is airing across right now.
Oh,
Yep.
that's fantastic, man.
We're on
Yeah.
13 we're on 13 total channels, 5 different platforms at once.
6.
Yeah, we got
YouTube,
Twitch,
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and
that other one that you
Patreon.
have until March.
Patreon.
Oh, Patreon's coming up soon.
Patreon, Periscope.
Periscope.
Periscope is Twitter.
Yeah, so
Wow.
and we're gonna be starting on
Oh,
Patreon.
Well, hello, everybody.
Yeah, we're working on Patreon stuff and
Yeah.
that, and
That stuff that you have right
We're
there.
moving.
No, the USB, oh my god,
Yep.
it's burning my belly.
Tea. I got it to make tea.
That USB right there, that has like all those contents on there, but if you give it back to me, I can put with his permission, I can put Ezra's. I think I can say discography on there. of what I have. It's not even like I have a couple albums from this guy. I have like
years of his music.
Years of his music. Like he has
got shit I don't want people to hear, you know.
Yeah, but that's the best stuff. That's the best stuff.
That's the exclusives. You know, if you hang out with Block, you get the exclusives.
That's where I started and sounded like crap. This is what I am now. I'm better, but I still sound like crap to me.
Critics, man.
I'll only give the albums that you actually released.
Yeah.
I did some searching on YouTube actually.
You don't have to edit it. Just fucking do it live. Bam! And then you're done. So there's no editing.
Hold on a second. I'm going to answer Justin real quick. Justin, between all of our platforms, we get anywhere from 5,000 plus interactions / views.
Yeah, roughly.
Each video gets on Facebook alone roughly 1,000 to 2,000 just on Facebook.
Yeah.
But we only have 500 and change likes. Like, come on, people! Instead of just watching us, not liking us.
Like it up.
Well, thank you for having me on this wild platform, man. I wasn't up to speed on the range.
And if we have anybody on Twitter, or not Twitter, sorry, Twitch, add us. Please like us.
Add us on Twitch.
That's the only one that's lagging at is Twitch, and we would like to a little bigger.
Shout out to Restream for
Restream.
Restream sponsored us this month.
One for sure. If they had done that before I printed the Culture Shock magazine, available online, sharettheshock.ca/issue-5.
Wow.
Yeah, but I would have put them in there, but you know what I mean? I'm just bigging them up on here because they didn't have to reach out to us. Like they reached out to us. We had a behind the stage meeting and like
getting some shit worked out for us.
Restream is definitely I'm gonna call it right now. Restream is going to make Zoom look like a wire line of cans.
Yeah, well they're definitely on our side.
Oh yes.
For what?
1 second. Twitch is Savage Circle.
Yeah.
You should see the logo should be on there and everything else. So if you search Savage Circle, you'll find it on Twitch.
Oh shit! That was my girlfriend who asked that. What up, baby girl?
James is on. We should probably say hi to James. He loves mushrooms.
What up, James?
He also loves the world's hottest gummy bears.
Yeah, man.
That man is
James with the mushrooms and gummy bears.
Oh my god!
Oh no, dude!
This guy ate 2 of the world's hottest gummy bears in a row.
That's why he's featured in the top right corner of our collage in the community for Culture Shock.
Yo, James, say hello to the Power Cosmic for me, homie.
Well, here's the funny thing. He took one world's hottest gummy bear, spazzed out for about 5 minutes and went, it's getting a little better. Ripped open another box and popped another.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure the man was hallucinating something around him because he was roundhousing and karate chopping and just drooling out of every orifice of his body, man. Like it was
like
awesome.
Homer when he takes the Guatemalan insanity pepper. Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
James is the man.
Yeah, James is definitely the man.
Oh,
yeah. Well,
I have his shirt being
I've got his shirt ordered as well.
We have a lot of
James, we're lagging on sending them out. Yes,
no.
I know.
I'm not taking the heat for that shit. No CD is available. We're not lagging.
100%
I had that paid the first time I saw you.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for mine.
I'm lagging on that. Okay, so now I'm lagging, but it's not on James.
No,
Block, I got a question for you, man.
No?
Oh, no, he took my shirt and gave it to him, and I'm waiting for my other shirt.
Yeah.
All right. As long as the care package is in process.
What up?
Well, definitely one love, James. That was the most
one
funniest.
Love, James. I see you, homie.
James, 100%. You're
Block.
Yo.
I got a question for you, man.
All right, fam.
I've been wondering lately, especially lately.
Yeah.
Do you have any downtime whatsoever in your life?
To tell you the truth, the only downtime I really have now is like Sundays and Thursdays.
He's lying. He's lying like a rug.
Yeah.
And even then, I have meetings with these guys about Saturday and like Tuesday. So it's like I'm enjoying what I'm doing though. So the downtime is like it's literally when I pass out.
And we got some big stuff coming on the 24th on Candid Conversations.
We have a big conversation happening with can I say?
It's going to be with the TTC Union.
Yeah.
For the special constables.
Yeah.
That's
some
crazy.
big shit coming, and people should keep an eye out for it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're
There's
moving
going to be
on up, man.
conversations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My dude, he had the connection and he thought of me somehow, and I'm starting to feel like I'm doing a good job. So
you are doing a good job.
Yeah. Something fell on my lap, and the first person I thought of was the man over here.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn. Well, much appreciation because, he's always done a lot to put on for the community, man. So.
I try.
And we're doing something for Toronto from over here.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. We have to.
Yeah, man.
You know, kidding.
It's funny though, like even from down here.
But keep an eye out for that.
So yeah. So this is technically my downtime.
Yeah, right here, man.
Yeah,
this
is his downtime.
Relax, your food's cooked for you.
Yeah.
All your stuff's on a nice table for you.
It's almost like home.
By the way, shout out to my table building skills.
Y'all can't even see it right here. My dude hooked me up with like this throne table. Like I got the guitar,
100-year-old chair.
Tabletop. You know what I mean? I have my food up on there. I was able to, nibble as you saw.
Couch for social media.
You know who else built tables is Jesus. So.
Yeah, look what happened to him.
He was.
Is that a threat?
I'm sorry.
Threatening the table maker?
Yeah.
We all know what the name of the podcast is, so you got to expect it.
Well, I mean,
I'm sorry if I
wasn't you, it was going to be me.
If I trigger you, I'm sorry for your unhappy feelings.
You know what you hear something?
Don't crucify him, right?
Right?
Well, I'm not too worried. Jesus will forgive me.
Right?
It's in his own law.
That's the idea.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier to get forgiveness than it is to
Something
get
like that.
Oh, James, you're always loved. Don't worry, bud.
Yeah.
I don't
You're
even
one
have
love
to do
always.
anything. I don't
One
know.
love, James.
James,
Yeah, man,
you
one love, James.
are definitely a part of our
Yeah.
circle for
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
He'll be appearing every once in a while.
Oh yeah, James,
Can't
don't
get-
worry. Your stuff will get there soon, I promise.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't a full lineup tonight, that all of a sudden filled up real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like really quick.
Yeah, hey Jake, can you do another promo? Because this guy's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking
that was
asshole.
That was this morning.
Hey, in my defense, I was trying to figure out how the hell to get down here.
Yeah. True,
And
right?
anyways, no, because like I was working on something I was setting up for the podcast for the Terrell Effect. I'm just like, okay, I know if I go and take the half an hour it's gonna take to do this, I'm gonna be 2 hours behind. So I figured since it only took you like 20 minutes, I sent it your way. It's not like you did a bad job or anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, forgive me for believing in your capacity.
We noticed the sarcasm.
Wow. Did you practice that?
Listen, my daughter's starting to. I have to stay sharp. My daughter's getting to that age where she's just like, boom, like, and I.
Did you not notice he had the shoulders
I
and
know,
neck
I
up?
know.
Like that I got from her. She's got me fighting all the time, yo.
I'm just waiting for this.
Yeah.
She'll come into the room and she'll look at me. I'm standing up, and she'll just be like, she'll look at me hard and just like, what? And she won't say anything, and then she'll slowly start to do the floss. And then I will, like, somehow slowly start to floss as well. And then, for some strange reason, for a good, like, 15 to 45 seconds, we're standing there just flossing, and Jenny's looking at us like, don't even expect me to start that shit. But, like, we just have a connection now, man. I'm telling you, it's so dope, like, to be able to just see, like, where she's come from and where she's going. She's, like, so artistic. She's so...
You know what the funniest is? They'll hit an age, you'll sit back and go, damn, you're too much like me.
Oh, bro.
I have that moment every day.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, she eats like...
And then there's other days you look at her and go, damn, you're your mother. I got to go this way before I get in trouble.
Thankfully, I don't have those moments too often with my girls and your dad.
Hey, I raised 4 girls. I know enough. I'm pretty great.
I came downstairs one day.
Pretty quiet sometimes, too.
like they're about they wear the same shoe size. So I came downstairs one day. I'm coming out the morning stretching. I look down the stairs halfway. I'm waking up, wiping the sleep out of my eye. Get halfway down the stairs. I see Ariana looking Jenny right in the face. I'm just like, what the fuck? She's that tall already? Then I see Jenny looking Ariana back. Just like, don't think because you're as tall as me that you have my authority. And I'm just like, they're not saying anything, but this is what their body language is saying. And I'm just like, I'm going to go back upstairs now because this ain't about me. Because I know if I had said something, because this is how women work. I have sisters, I have aunties. My mother told me this too. If I had said something at that moment in time, they both would have turned their heads at me and I would have been the enemy. No.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the line of fire.
No.
Oh no! Most times you have to sneak up before they even catch a glimpse.
Yep.
Now they're both mad at you.
Exactly, and all they do is see you, right?
Yeah.
What did I do? Nothing, but you feel your testicles shriveling into your stomach.
I'm telling you, I love the life though. Don't get me wrong. Like,
fuck, I'd never change anything.
I go to the bathroom every time. Like, don't you? Oh my gosh. Oh man, I didn't realize how defensive I was. Like, you think I'm savage now? You should see someone say something to Jenny the wrong way.
I'm always polite to her, man.
Oh my gosh.
I would always be polite.
No,
I appreciate that.
She's a gem, though. I would jump in the line of fire for her.
I think I'd get pissed off if someone was mean to Jenny, man.
I've gotten to know this guy. Hey, I ain't gonna piss Jenny off. Fuck that.
No.
I'll piss this teddy bear off first.
Yeah, I'll admit it. I'll own it. I'm an asshole. So if you want to get at me, get at me. I have fucked with people's shit. I have fucked with people. I have gotten people fighting for shit. I've done all kinds of stuff. Listen, I'm trying to leave that part out of the story. I'm Murray now. All right.
You said it, man.
You could have just kept going.
I was trying to, but I had to. You see, apparently, and I'm from the hip hop universe. If someone says something about you, you have to say something back.
Oh, I'm so glad I know that rule.
It's not always the case, but
sometimes just normally go like this and walk away.
Sometimes you try to get past shit,
right?
Sometimes you try to get past shit and accidentally make a song that responds to the shit you were supposed to get past.
Vendetta. I beat you to it.
I'm telling you, I wrote the song and I'm just like, okay, this is it's a good song. And then I spit the song and it's like all of my demons came out.
They just fell out?
They just
Oh, I'm addressing all those things I said I wasn't going to address.
I know, right? And I just like...
He can blame it on the hot sauce.
I feel like I let you down in a way, but at the same time, I feel like the way I did it on a DK Lonely beat, shout out to DK Lonely, you'd appreciate it. But no, I didn't name names. I just aired my grievances. I just spoke how I felt about myself and the way I handled things, and
took the high road.
I took the high road. You're right. So you know what I mean? I used to work for a website called letsbeef.com, and I did
letsbeef.com.
Let's Beef.
Hey, wait! This season is coming up soon.
Yeah, it is. And I used to battle on that site like every day, 8, 12, however many times a day there was a battle up there, I was on there because I had to help them flush out the bugs out of the system. So I had this 3-year battle with this one guy. And by the end of the 3-year battle, this guy was having like 3 and 5 people on his one song to diss me. So I'm just like, okay, if I'm saying something so potent that you have to get 2 other people and a Tupac verse to respond.
That's so much anger.
I've ascended. I'm beyond because your words alone can't defend you. You have to take someone else's words now.
Not just someone else's, for someone else.
For someone else's.
For someone.
I win. Victory.
I'm butting in for a second.
I've gone on to the next thing, but it's like something's trying to pull me back, and I refuse to. I have children. You know what I mean? I am 37 years old. I don't need to be, no, you look so whack. Why don't you sit back and take a step on a snack? See what I mean? Like, I don't.
It doesn't flow.
I could have said shit because that's what he should eat, but that's just me if I want to be street.
Okay, I need to butt in for a
I
second.
see what we did there.
Because I just see what Justin says. He says, I think Ezra needs another commercial break.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad when the people watching are looking out for you, buddy.
We gonna do this like this.
I'm coming for my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay. Better get from around my way, 'cause I'm coming for my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay.
But I can get gas, who need more dope, and watch you take off through a portal. Pick your shots, never force those. Say, take off fast like a Porsche, go away. Rio, turn up.
I love you.
Different cities, explore those. So high I can soar your way. Take off through a portal. Got me feeling immortal.
And we're back. I should
Are we really?
Oh shit, your mic,
mic's gone.
Your mic's cutting out.
Yeah.
Refresh your page. Just hit refresh. It shouldn't kick you or anything, but it may fix any problems.
I'll give it a shot.
Sounds like Star Wars.
I'm about to say it sounds like an Autobot.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, we got
Did you
Jay.
kick 'em?
How y'all doing?
We've asked them.
I'm doing good.
He's back.
Yep, there he is. There he is.
There we go.
There we
We
go, boy.
good?
Yeah,
Yeah, fixed it.
I'm back on Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
From the planet Cybertron.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey.
What up? So, what up? He's gone.
What is that?
Why is it not doing it?
I don't know. Okay, so we see the sign in the background, and we haven't taken the time to talk about that yet. So let's take a minute to talk about this thing right here, Ezra Trips Balls.
Oh, wrong hand. As a trips balls.
Yep.
Yeah,
There
thank
you
you. That's my podcast. I'm now, as of today, I dropped my 44th episode.
Congrats.
So yeah, I'm just kind of getting started really in the podcast world. 44 episodes ain't shit. So just still learning and getting better at it, but I enjoy it. It's a guest centric, so I have a different guest on every episode. Mostly like people on the hip hop scene, but I've also reached out as well. The Ezra Trips Balls theme kind of just means we could talk about all sorts of crazy shit, nothing off limits. But yeah, it's mostly been hip hop people so far. But I gotta have you guys on, man, because you guys know what you're doing. It's a good time.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We're only 7 deep.
Yeah,
we're only
we're
in
only
7
7
deep, man. You're like old pro compared to us right now.
Well, this is 7, and you got 5,000 people watching. I've done 44, and you know what I mean. I don't feel like I know what I'm doing.
That's fair, actually.
I've been doing the live interviews for a long time, but when I came down to interview her for her book that I'm still,
Like,
Which is still going.
still haven't got the interview yet. We ended up, that's when I met David and stuff, right? And him, and then it was like,
Okay.
we came up with this idea. Oof, let's just do it like this now.
Hijacked the
perfect.
show, and here we are.
Yeah.
And I still haven't given him the interview.
No,
Yeah.
I got the piece of it. I get like
You
one
don't need it now. Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
And we're all either musicians, artists, writers, composers.
It's creatives. Yeah, that's amazing. I love it. And that's kind of the basis for mine as well. Is that I'm trying to give creatives a space to talk.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
Come here.
You gotta show the world Eddie.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I gotta get him to come over here. Though.
Eddie, go to Amanda.
Come here, buddy.
Come on, go
Wait
over.
till you see this fucking cat. Dude.
This dude.
He tiny.
I love cats.
He's little.
Cat
He's
guy.
little. Come here, bud.
There you go.
My cat is no word of a lie, twice the size,
Come here, buddy.
and not fat.
He knows.
Yeah.
He knows. So you gotta give me a minute. I gotta coax him. Come here, bud.
While we're waiting for her to.
Get your back ready.
So, what plugs are we doing next, David?
I was gonna say something so inappropriate, but I just realized that I'm not the one to say it. So.
I mean, if you thought of it,
I noticed how I made the cat come closer to me before I bent down and pick him up.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I know you were.
Yeah, I was gonna say something real nice. Not nice. I can't.
Come here, you.
It's just not appropriate.
Yeah, David's usually the one that bites his tongue. The rest of us don't give a fly.
I gotta censor myself because I'm still blossoming in my career. You know what I mean? I can't afford.
Hilarious.
I don't think before I speak, so it's a surprise for all of us. This is my cat.
Look at that.
I'm too old to give a shit.
Yeah, age gives people an exemption to some extent, you know.
I'm telling you, but like, why is he as big as your torso?
Hold on, I'm trying to flip this around. For some reason, it doesn't want to work for me.
Oh yeah, I can't see. Oh my goodness. Oh wait.
Boom.
Holy, what's the cat's name?
Eddie.
Hi,
That's
Eddie.
Eddie.
Oh my goodness.
You know, you got Eddie the horse.
Oh,
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Is he not though?
He's an old one. He's gonna be 17 next month.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got another cat kicking around here. She's 19.
I don't care. Eddie's my dude, yo.
Yeah, Eddie's
Yeah,
amazing.
my first cat lived to 19, and it was still really hard.
You
know what I mean? Like that's the best, such a great length of a life for a pet to have, but it's still never easy.
I had him since he was 8 months old.
Here's the funny thing is, you feel kind of weirded out when you're trying to go to the bathroom and he's sitting on a blood-splattered mat looking at you.
Yeah.
Because you know the old saying, the cat's just planning your death.
Right. Yeah.
Essentially, you know, they're killers.
Mat's covered in blood along with all the other stuff in the bathroom.
And they'll slowly eat you.
Well, yeah, over time. You know, they're doing you a favor.
Yeah.
So what time is it? Ooh, we almost time for Amani.
It's almost time for Mr. Johnny Armani, but I'd like to have a little bit of a crossover between the two.
Oh, damn right.
Yeah.
Ezra does not have to leave if he does not want to.
Yeah, no, you guys started making me hungry right from the jump, so I am going to jump off soon and get some food, but I'll say hi to Johnny.
Jarrell took his phone and he took us with him to the pizza shop.
And gave you a tour, eh?
Yeah, man.
Yep, he was right on his phone talking to us, and look where I am. Yeah, I'm just getting my food.
Yeah, Justin, he's 26 pounds, man.
Holy.
Yeah, he's a big cat.
I should introduce him to my 35-pound cat.
Yeah, oh, your cat's fucking huge. Cat makes my cat look like he doesn't.
And he's all muscle. There's no fat to mine. He's like 85, 90% Maine Coon.
No, my cat's just lazy. He dented that chair, that old chair. It's not an ass dent. That's a cat dent.
That's him. That's all him.
Yeah.
He a fat ass cat.
Yeah, he is, man. He's a big ass cat.
Oh, let me go to the bathroom.
Oh, he's dying now. Catching up with him.
It's the ongoing joke, though, that he's going to kill someone in the bathroom.
So you were releasing one, what, April, March, you said, right? March, April?
Yeah. End of March, early April kind of thing. I haven't picked a date yet, but.
And you're keeping it with the other two releases kind of flow, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's got a bit of a different sound to it. You know, kind of, yeah, it's continuing along the trajectory, but with it being just before dawn, like the whole idea with the original one was like I had a lot of darker sounding beats and it was kind of dreary and gloomy in a way. I didn't want to go fully in that direction because I want to get more like, you know, closer to the dawn, so to speak, where the sun's starting to poke out a little bit. So
well, that's when you're talking about your change, right? Going from the harsher stuff to more of a softer.
Yeah, exactly. It still bangs hard like the other one. So it's similar in that regard where the beats are banging, but content wise, it's a little bit more positive, I'll say.
That's sort of like myself. Like when I used to play and write, like my older stuff, it's so heavy and it just full of like you can feel the anger when you're playing the song.
Yeah.
Now when I play now, you can tell I've mellowed out over the years. It's more just
age
like,
does that.
You know,
absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Clean now, right?
Well, that's part of the reason when I say like Block has probably stuff of mine that I don't even want people to hear is because like it's just like I don't want to create from that like energy anymore.
No, exactly.
I can still listen to music like that and enjoy it, and that's what gets me in that energy. But I don't like to kind of make it anymore because it pulls me in a little bit too much sometimes.
Yeah,
I understand that.
It's like that track about shit, DMX and the Locks. I can only listen to that song so many times. Because I start to feel real gangster.
My buddy.
I'm there to go. Hey, Masha.
I need to pay. I need to pay to see this. I really need to pay to see this. You go gangster. I need to see this.
Locks getting gangsta in 2021. Let's play that DMX and Locks music.
I need to see this. Don't you? Like,
that's my
It would be great.
I grew up on them, so like, you know what I mean? Flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, all
Oh,
that,
listen to a lot
all
of
that
good
stuff.
I
He
seen
did my
him
CD
live
collection.
in
Yeah.
Woodstock '99.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
You what? You were there?
Yeah,
dude.
I got it
Oh my
tattooed on
God,
my.
one of the most legendary rap performances of all time. DMX
Yeah.
at Woodstock.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched.
how old are
He
you?
did
I'm just
Rough
curious.
Riders anthem. And well, I've only seen later footage. I was born in '90, so I just turned 30.
Yeah.
But I was a DMX fan when I started getting into rap, and I
Thanks for
remember seeing footage of that,
Doing better.
that concert,
Yeah,
and it was mind blowing to see a rapper on stage and see that crowd of people just
Don't do
going
it,
fuck when Rough Riders anthem came on.
DMX was revolutionary because when you think
Yeah.
about the track that he did with Marilyn Manson, nobody saw that coming.
No.
DMX and Marilyn Manson.
I saw it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
And that
I did
was
because I'm a Manson fan.
oh, well, that was at the
Marilyn
height.
Manson's dope. I fuck with Marilyn Manson music. That was
Yeah,
one
I was a fan, man, when I was 19 years old.
he has some good music. I'm not
That's
gonna
dating
lie.
yourself.
Yeah.
Huh?
Never
What were
mind
you
the fact
saying?
that this man's only 2 years older than my oldest daughter.
You did that to yourself, Jay.
Yeah.
Since nobody else is gonna try the baby shit seasoning,
What up, Griffin?
I have.
I actually like. It's not baby shit. You can't promote it like that if you
Look
want
at
people to eat it, especially if it comes from.
I'm not even.
Gamblers. But
it tastes amazing.
It is. It's a West Indian sauce. It has a bit of heat to it. It has a bit of a kick. It's really nice.
yeah.
It's
All
good.
right. All right. So I gotta double check and see where.
Where your plug is?
Well.
Well, we're going to do a commercial before Amani gets on
Yes.
because
definitely.
our man there looks like he's running a little thin. Maybe we'll run it twice so he can really fill it.
All right. So let's go.
I'm coming for my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay. Better get from around my way, 'cause I'm coming for my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay.
But I can get gas, don't need more dope.
And we're back. And we're back.
Yeah, baby.
Hit it again.
So here we are.
Hit it
We
again.
also
Hit it again.
have.
I told him I was
How
giving
we
him
gonna
two so he
his
can fill it
face?
right up.
Yeah. Oh, we're back.
You're back for a minute, but we gotta.
What?
What?
Coming for my crown today. Better
Well, while
get
we're chilling
from
here, we,
around
You can't hear
my
it.
way. I've come for the throne
Running
where
over
I'm
there
bound
and I'm
to
here, so I need to
stay.
do this.
Better get from around my way, 'cause I'm coming for my crown today.
I like it. It's
Get
good.
from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay.
But I can get gas, don't need more dope. And watch you take off through a portal. Pick your shots, never force those.
there we go.
Take it first like a Porsche, go away. Rio, turn up.
I love you.
Different cities, explore those. So high I can soar your way. Take off through a portal. Got me feeling immortal.
And we're back.
Are we?
Also, I'd like to let you know that while you are here, we'd like you to share the link, the Savage Circle, and add, like, follow us on all the streaming platforms that you see us on. Now, TJ's been trying to say something for the last like 3 minutes, so here we go.
I don't even know if I can remember what I'm talking about. Oh no, we also have some other breaking news for the 16th as well with a band that's just coming out with some new shit. And I got to make sure I can drop their name for them. I don't know.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, the 16th of April.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the 16th of April.
April, yeah.
Yeah, I need dates, times, and
Yeah.
whatnot
Yeah,
so I can
look
put
at all that for
promos
me.
together.
This will be their new album that's coming out, and then and all that. Yeah, so
Yeah, we're not afraid to drop somebody's new music.
No,
No,
we welcome that stuff.
Don't
Definitely.
care the genre or not.
Mhm.
All we ask is at least you put a minute or two in on the screen with us when we do it.
Mhm.
That's all we ask.
And you got to give me a few minutes so that I can write a profile up for you too.
Yeah, that's not so much to ask, eh?
No, not really.
Yeah.
Well, we got to make sure it's done right. Done
Yeah,
right
sounds
and
like a
proper,
pretty
right?
good idea.
free kind of in the first place.
And the more,
Kind
yeah.
of. Kind of.
Well, I know what
Can't
you
say
mean,
it's
but the
free,
more
but-
profiles we get written too, the more books we can put out, which means the more merchandise that we can create for people to put out
Actual
there for
sales,
themselves. Yeah.
Right? Like,
Because with Sofa City, if you purchase a certain amount of them, you can sell them as your own merchandise and make money from them as well. Right? You're a part of the book. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to make
Yeah.
money off it.
buy 20 of them if I own a bookstore.
Well, you buy 10 of them and you get a discount, right?
Yeah.
So, and then you buy 20 of them, you get more of a discount. You buy 30 of them, you get more of a discount. So that's how we do it. I pretty much work for free for you. You promote the book.
David?
You can find this book at SofaCitySounds.com. That's SofaCitySounds.com. Check it out. Volumes 1 and 2 available online.
Yeah, where are they? I got them kicking around right here.
The only thing slicker than David is goose shit in the winter.
Yeah. Hey man, I know.
Goose, you're violent, man. Those things are dumb.
Okay, look. I don't think it's the most recent.
No, we don't have the most recent one. We're waiting for it to be printed up.
No.
No.
I have one. But
I don't.
have it with me.
I don't. I need a new one. I'm in it.
It just happens that Hawks out.
I'm in it too.
I'm in that one too.
I'm in the new one too. I'm not in this one though.
I am.
And it actually, features the little boneyard profile as well.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You know where else?
Thank you so much.
You know where else the Boneyard and Sofa City Sounds are featured along with DUI? Culture Shock, the magazine. Check it out. sharetheshock.ca/issue-5. Issue-5. Culture Shock. Available. My dude Eddie's over here just kicking around my feet.
David's like the plug ninja.
Oh, yeah.
We should just auction off his time.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Ah,
I've been waiting for that job that gives you money to pay by the word. Or pays you by the word. Eh?
the radio announcer?
That would work too.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, come this way, Eddie. Don't go this way. Don't go.
Snake River Redemption?
Yeah, I gotta shout them out.
Johnny Novak,
Johnny No Cash. I played him today
who
on.
just released a new video.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Snake River
Right.
Redemption. Josh was on our show last week.
Yes.
Josh.
And we'll be on the show again.
Many
Because we loved
times.
it so much.
Many times. I can't wait till the band comes out.
Yeah.
I
The guy
can't.
is 7 feet tall. His signature is literally this big on the table. No signature. It's only this big.
That just goes to show he doesn't have any compensation issues.
Yeah. Got it the other day.
I think I should make mine smaller too. Now that we mention it.
I'm surprised.
I
We're
gotta
on
have the smallest one.
Issues, David.
Yeah.
I think that's a
man.
real talk episode that I don't need to be a part of.
Hey, I just said what I said. It's too late. Y'all
Going
acting
on,
like I
right?
can't be savage. I put that landmine right in front of you.
Listen.
Claymore.
Listen, we all know that I don't think before I speak, so it's a surprise for all of us.
Claymore.
Yeah.
I'm that dude in Call of Duty who I run up with my sniper rifle. I put a Claymore right behind me. And I make sure I have a shotgun as my secondary weapon. Because if you come close, I'm turning around. That's like a pow. Anyways.
I'm not touching that one at all. No.
So
No.
now that the new beats and not coming out, what else are you working on? Anything new, or you just going to be focusing on what you have out now and pushing that?
I'm trying to stay consistent with the podcast this year and try to put out like one episode a week. I started off consistent when I first started doing it, and then the release schedule kind of got sporadic, and I think people kind of lost touch with how many episodes had come out, and like so I'm really making an effort to like drop one every Saturday, so people can definitely look out on my YouTube channel as a Trips Balls for a new episode every Saturday. And then I'm basically working on that album. I did shoot a music video this morning. Shout out to Ryan Skursky, who's kind of my partner in crime when it comes to the visuals, and who's really helped me set apart my music with the work he does with the camera and the edits and stuff. So we have a really good chemistry. We went out and did a shoot this morning for one of the songs that's on that new album. So it'll either drop with the album or a little bit before the album. And then, basically I'm going to, usually when I get to around this point where I'm getting ready to release something, I slowly start to peruse for like what I'm going to do next but this time I don't really have much planned for after. I'm going to try to then really promote all three of the just before, just after projects.
Yeah, we need another Jarrell crossover.
That's a lot.
That
That's a lot on the go already.
That would be fucking sick. And then we want to try to do more visuals for those projects. Like we haven't done any for Jarrell's project yet. So we want to try to do some visuals for some of those songs, and then some more of mine as well. So really try to focus on promoting these, what are going to be these three projects. And go from there, man. Hopefully we can make something happen.
So you're not busy at all, eh?
That's to be when I have downtime.
Exactly.
Well, I lost my job during all this craziness, so it's really been, I've looked at it as a blessing, an opportunity to really just dive head first into doing what I love and hope that the best.
You go 100%.
Yep. I did the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's really it really made a lot of people say, you know what? I can't keep relying on all this bullshit. You know what I mean? I can't keep relying on companies and jobs and places I'm working for and working for other people. And it's like, it can all just go away like that, And I think it really made people realize that and start to explore their own passions and the things that they really love. So the last year has been an eye opener for me that way. And though I'm not like completely against going and finding a job one of these days, I would love to be able to somehow leverage this into just being able to do what I love without having to spend 40 hours a week somewhere I don't love, So that's eventually the goal. I don't got to be rich or famous. I just want to be able to do this, So that's where I'm at right now.
Well, keep going. You're obviously on the right track, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate platforms like this, and I'll definitely be back on again soon.
For sure. There's a seat here for you. Well, David's sitting in it right now, though.
David, keep it warm for me, man.
Chair too, right? All right. I brought my own table and shit. Now I got to bring my own chair. It's all good. It's all good. I see how it is.
We have a second person.
We got Johnny Armani jumping in right now, so we're going to bring him in. All right.
Hey, there he is.
What up?
What up?
Chilling. Among other things, this man is the ambassador for Culture Shock. He is his own movement. He is just like a force to be reckoned with on so many levels. Like this guy's promotion game is like I can't swipe without seeing him on my timeline. That's his promotion game is on point. So the man Johnny Armani Worldwide, how you doing?
I'm good, man. You hear me still?
Yeah, you're good.
But I can't hear him. Good, man. I'm blessed up. A couple little bumps in the road, but shit, I'm here.
Remember I said I was going to show you offensive memes so that you couldn't keep a straight face?
Yeah, I believe so. Say something, buddy. Johnny?
Can you hear it?
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
There we go.
There we go. What's popping?
All right.
Well, it's time for shameless plug on yourself. Tell us what you're up to, what you're doing, what's going on.
Ah, shit. Right now, I'm going to take y'all on a journey with me. I got a little bit of this cannellini. Y'all probably can't see that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Got a little bit of this.
Oh, yeah. I was making tea.
Yeah.
Little Sprite.
All right.
Squirrel.
A bat.
We're going to teach y'all how to pull up.
This man about to go through a portal.
Yo, that's a fact. Big facts.
Johnny, I'm about to hop off the call, but I just wanted to say what up real quick and show my love, show my appreciation for you. I just had a whole interview, so I'm going to give you the spotlight, but I just had to stay on for a minute to say what up. And yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro.
You already know it's all love, baby. Shout out Troon Gang.
All day, baby. Shout out Buffalo, and we bring in the scene back up. So everybody has a lot to learn from this man, and just his whole attitude toward putting yourself out there and empowering yourself. So I got a lot of appreciation for this, man. So and shout out to everybody over there, man. This has been a real great time, and I really appreciate it. And thanks again for the platform, and I'll be back again soon.
Oh yeah, I hope we need you at the table.
Yeah, man. Next time I'm gonna be there.
It was a pleasure.
Rock, you know what it is, bro. Much love.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Yeah, all the
Thanks
time,
a lot
every
for being
time.
here, man. I appreciate
One love.
that.
All day. Thank you all very much.
I'll
One
be
love.
holding for Sofa City too.
All day.
He
Appreciate it.
definitely was the artist that I wanted to put in there.
I figured that.
Yeah.
I figured that.
Do you want to
definitely.
work with that tablet?
These two, actually.
I would love to.
All right.
Peace out, everybody. Shout out to Eddie the Cat.
Yeah.
Oh, my ears are itchy. Are we not in there?
No, it just died. We're working on it so we can do other stuff at the same time.
So that's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
You guys can do
These
it.
earrings up. My ears are itchy.
Anything new coming up there, Johnny?
I know. Those are great hats. So.
Oh yeah, I got some new shit in the works. I'm working on the album in the making. I'm probably just gonna drop a mixtape or like an EP, something for Valentine's Day. Just because the people keep asking, everybody want to hear something new, or they just want to hear something different. So I'm working on getting the Andre video done.
Oh shit! Okay.
Then when you're done, it's with the I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's what the finished product supposed to look like. Real much.
Rough.
Yeah. That's serious.
What's going on with y'all, man?
I mean, like, we just had a buttered chicken pizza with some tandoori wings
From Gamblers.
in Niagara Falls.
Dynamite.
Pizza was
Where?
dope. Gamblers.
Okay, right down the street. I live right around the corner from that joint.
Oh, so you are literally a few blocks from us then.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Y'all close.
Yeah.
Because I'm on McLeod.
I'm on Drummond.
Yep, we right off Drummond too.
Good name for a tea.
Yeah, I fuck with Gamblers. You say you had the
Seriously.
tandoori wings?
Yeah, from Gamblers.
Never had those. I know it's an Indian-owned place.
Highly recommended.
Right.
Experiencing some technical difficulties.
I'm trying to get this thing set up.
Just leave that in there because the
I'm just keeping it. You know, it's all up.
yeah, but yeah, keep doing that if you
Oh,
want.
okay.
I'm just saying, just leave it.
Hold
Like,
on.
don't take it out
Oh,
because
Here.
the oil is seeping into the tea bag as opposed to sitting on the top of the.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh.
The chair got taxed.
Yeah, it usually does.
So yeah, man, just in the middle,
looks like the cat.
Come on, buddy.
just in the middle of some
sorry,
equipment changes. You know
Yeah.
what
Come
I
on,
mean?
Eddie.
You can't
Come
see
on,
him on
boy.
the camera.
Thank
It's so
you.
bad.
For real.
All right.
Oh, he just gave you stink eye.
So yeah, man,
You wanted my
there's
wings.
a lot going on right now in the region.
So you wanted to win?
But, like,
Sign.
yeah, there's only so much we can do. So how are you keeping? How are you staying active, keeping from getting bored?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Shit, man, it's hard. This right here, a lot of FaceTime,
Okay.
a lot of
Don't know.
just writing music.
True.
Where are you going live on? When you're going live?
Stuff with the family and stuff.
Okay. So what channel do you go live on?
I mean, when I be live, I'll be on everything. Facebook, just like how we doing right here. YouTube. But I ain't really been live too much lately. I've been kind of falling back. you know, Christmas came by. Then, you know, my wife's birthday in January, her birthday just passed, and our anniversary come up. We about to be
Happy anniversary.
Right?
Yeah. So we 3 years married next month. So I guarantee that I promise her that I'll take a seat back. I'll fall back from the music a little bit. I won't focus on social media as much. I won't push as hard. You know, I'll be a family man. Dedicate more of my time to the family.
True.
Right on.
That's why Valentine's Day, you know, 2 days after the anniversary, I'm gonna drop the tape right on their necks. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he found his new bed.
I was like, I need a new bed. I'm just gonna lay
Okay. Just know that you have an invitation to preview that or release that on the Terrell Effect.
Savage Circle.
And
Boneyard. Sofa City Sounds.
Sofa City Sounds and the Boneyard.
Yeah.
You already know you get exclusives, man. You already got all the exclusives. Block, you got nothing.
Well, currently this show's on 13 pages.
Yeah.
Oh, lit. That's lit.
Across the internet.
Premieres already lined up, so you're welcome to be added to that stream of premieres.
Gladly.
Yeah, absolutely.
I enjoyed the music that I was given today to listen, and I creeped you on YouTube and Facebook a bit. I enjoyed your stuff a lot, actually.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it a lot. I did actually listen to what I was given and what I could find. So.
Really appreciate that, man.
Yeah, you jumped right into looking for his
every single time somebody comes on, and like I was only told you were coming on at what, 10:30 this morning?
10:30, something like that, yeah.
No,
So
it was later than that.
No, it was around 10:30.
10:30,
We were
11.
already on to my canceled interview, and we didn't leave till 11:15.
But anyways, I got that you were coming, and I'm like, okay, I need to know this, and this, so we can put something respectful together for a promo. And I just started listening to the stuff, and I'm like, damn.
I sent you everything though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just making sure so somebody can't point fingers.
No, I just like to make sure when we promo when we promo an artist, I like to make sure we have like what they want to use.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna go find like a 3-year-old naked ass picture from when you're like 3 and put it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Respectful.
Yeah.
I am back though.
Stop it.
But no, I hope you enjoyed what we put together.
Always, man. Definitely a pleasure.
Well, apparently we have a whole series coming with this.
Apparently.
Yeah.
We just keep building and building.
Fill me in while you're at it.
Yep. Well, I mean, like, I still want to do a skits comedy show, but we got to talk about that later.
Yeah.
This is not enough. This is not enough of a shit show for you.
Oh, they got a shit show. Chaos.
We need a TV station, so we need content.
Well, we are a TV station.
We are.
So we need content.
TV stations don't have the bandwidth we have.
There you go, right.
The best part is he's not lying.
Yeah.
Someone showed me the bandwidth that like TV, like internet has compared to like the TV. The TV's like this.
Yeah.
Internet's like.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like more people can access what we're doing easier.
Yep.
At their own leisure, as opposed to having to wait for a specific time to see what we're doing. I remember, like, okay, TV. I said fuck TV. I used to pay for TV. It was like $42 a month, included in my rent.
I won't tell you what I pay.
Hold on. It was like $42 a month, included in rent. And then when I moved, they tried to charge me like $150. I only watch like 8 hours of TV a week.
Yeah.
So why am I paying $150 a month for 8 hours a week? I'll just buy the internet and watch what I want to watch when I want to watch it.
I don't even watch that much.
I just gave mine away.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in my truck.
TV for that matter.
Yeah.
His TV is in my truck.
Yeah.
My
Legit.
TV is our fucking monitor for our channels and for our podcast.
I guess this is technically my TV right here.
Well, we gotta make sure one of these days Johnny can come out here with us.
Yeah, for sure.
At our
I'm
table,
pretty
which is a
sure
lot
he's
different.
Scheduled for an actual
He's
live
scheduled for a
show.
live show, and
Yeah, when is that again?
his request was Buffalo Wings.
Buffalo Wing. Well, okay,
okay.
no. Do you want the true like Duff's famous wings?
I don't even like Duff's.
Wow, that's Buffalo
like
Wing.
Duff's ain't even that heat.
Not a duck.
I know how to make that sauce. I used to work for the first Canadian franchise.
Okay. I mean, it don't really matter. I'm not really big on like the certain particular franchises. I've been to Duff's though. Duff's not really like everybody talk about it. It's like Duff's, and it's not really to die for to me.
It's not the best wings out there, but it isn't the shittiest.
No, it's not. It's not the worst. I can't lie. I had the worst here, right here. Like, when I first started coming here to Canada, the Falls, like the Peace and Wings gang was terrible. Like terrible.
Gamblers. He said gamblers.
Oh, it's new owners now.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, you got to find your certain places. I like the place that's right there at right there at McLeod, not McLeod, at Dunn and Drummond. They always got new owners though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. The Eager Beaver's got some pretty good food. Zappy's is my favorite though.
Eager Beaver. I went there one time.
Eager Beaver. That's
Yeah.
So did I, and they gave me 4 kids.
Huh?
I said, so did I, and they gave me 4 kids.
Yeah, shout out Eager Beaver. My son and my mother-in-law, they love that shit. In the summertime, they eat at least once or twice a week.
I haven't even tried it yet.
Oh, it's great. It's great.
I mean, the wings is busting. I like the wings. The wings is fire. The pizza, it's a little shaky, but
Pizza's not bad. Zappy's is my favorite though.
It's hard to make it good.
Where's that at?
Right on the corner of Dunn and Stanley. They've been around for 71 years. They've been in Niagara. No, 71 years, 41 years. I think 41 years.
They've been in 2 different locations. The location they have now
were
is
right where the Love Boat used to be, which is now the Casbah.
The TV show?
And no, not the TV show. Did you just almost finger gun, but not quite?
Finger gun.
Yeah, he drew it.
David's getting them all night long.
He drew it, but he didn't fire.
TJ is shooting blanks.
Not even shooting nothing.
Oh man.
The one nut wonder. Sorry, I had to.
The one nut
That was last week.
Yeah.
I think that's illegal in some parts of Canada.
What? Oh, that's the lag.
We got the album dropping after Valentine's Day. The family focus for now. So, like, I'm just trying to think now. How spicy do you eat your food? Like
I'm not a spice guy. Like I barely even like hot wings.
So ketchup it is.
Yeah.
Currently on the table,
barbecue too much spice for me. Shit.
Okay, so basically what he's saying is Amanda's not cooking for the show that he is going to be on.
We'll just make a nice batch of plain ones with the breading and the normal spice.
Yeah.
What the breading does not belong on fucking wings.
Yes, it does.
What
No, it doesn't.
Nah.
I don't know if you've had
Pineapple belongs on.
It don't.
Why? He said it doesn't. Okay.
What?
No, it don't belong on it. Breading belongs on fucking
David,
schnitzel.
you're the decider.
Nah, so this was gonna get y'all though. So the best wings that I ever had, it was in Miami. It was this place called Hurricane Bar, and they had the wings. They was categorized by the hurricanes. So it'll be like 12 different wings underneath a category 1, and then the higher it went, the less amount of wings that they had per category. But it was like the hotter the wings got and shit.
I want to go to that place.
I think I got to a 3 and it was over because they had it to where it was a special. I forgot what the price was. It was like in 2010 when I lived out there, but it was a special. You can get every wing on the menu, but you had to it was like a test to see if you could eat all the wings and shit. But by the time you get to like that 3rd category, it's done. Like for me, I was done.
Oh yeah.
Well, then I guess we'll hide the 15 hot sauces we have on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, you touch it.
We have a rule: you touch it, you have to eat a half a teaspoon.
Yeah,
straight off.
He demonstrates that rule somewhere.
Normally, and tonight's sauce we're gonna
Oh,
well,
nah.
fuck. All right, I'm
That's
gonna.
you.
I'm supposed to be at home.
Oh man.
Now
You are.
close to it.
You are. This is your soon-to-be home down
I
here,
keep
isn't it?
telling you, you had the fucking chance to leave. You had almost an hour and a half to get the fuck out of here.
People always want to leave us, but they always stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last time it took me like an hour and a half to put my stuff together. It only takes about 15 minutes to pack up, really.
Who's loaning up?
I told you I was gonna fucking man up.
Oh, okay, hold on. Don't do anything yet. We need to full effect for Elvis. Is it gonna work for me?
Are you gonna put us on?
Not working for me.
I got it.
There we go.
Oh, look at us for like old school Nintendo.
Oh, it's a little blurry.
You guys do it well. It's pixelated and they can't see us cry.
Done.
Always saw you.
Like fuck.
Fucking stupid.
That's good sauce though.
It is.
I do like that.
It is a good sauce.
Always
That
gets
makes
me
flavor
right up
of
in the
bird.
back of my throat.
So is the Thrasher's Paradise that you have to open up over
Oh,
a
the
sink.
Thrasher's Paradise, it shouldn't be called fucking tongue punch. It should be called dick punch. Because I don't have one and I get punched in the dick every time I eat it.
That's true.
My fucking ears sweat. Like, Jesus Christ.
That's okay. One night we made
That's hot.
David's cheeks sweat.
No, it was you.
Yeah, I mean that was when I smelt it. Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah. We need to get some of that powder.
Remember the night we were mixing the hot honey and the hot sauce together?
Okay, we need to go to a different screen. That's too
Pretty
fun.
sure that was delusional.
No, there we go.
I was
Go
gonna
on the
say,
man of
we
the hour.
can't use this tablet. It's probably
There we go.
Tongue hurts.
I'm the man on the hour.
There we go. True,
Dicks.
true.
Yeah, we have rules when you're at the table. You touch the hot sauce, you gotta do a half a teaspoon.
Oh, don't worry. I won't touch nothing on the table there unless it's weed.
Somebody has to man up and do it with you voluntarily.
Yeah.
Has to. Somebody has to.
Yeah, because if somebody doesn't man up, then the person, oh, I'm drooling. Then the person who is eating the hot sauce gets to choose the victim.
Oh yeah, I like
We
that
use
part.
victim in a polite way, though.
I like that part about it.
We create Stockholm syndrome, so you want to come back.
Y'all, I hope y'all got milk, like excessive milk, just on deck.
Oh yes, there's always at least 4 liters of milk. We have a couple of liters of chocolate milk.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's who the fuck cracks and drinks the milk first.
David.
Every time.
I didn't know y'all measured who had the first.
I didn't know this either, man.
Y'all never told me you was measuring that shit. Okay, cool.
Why do you think some of us sit here and cry before?
No. Okay. Where's it?
You try to dive into my world and show me you can survive what I've already survived.
Okay, and David.
My balls are bigger than yours. They sit on my fucking chest, bud.
You're gonna have to come up with a new line.
Listen, which one?
But anyways, in David's defense, that was after a half hour of eating some of the hottest sauces we had.
We didn't tell him what he was walking into.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, y'all just set my man up.
It's really good. And then we all giggled while he ate it.
What happened there?
I'm not sure. Why are we Nintendo?
That's how awesome we are.
What happened there? Connected. You guys are over there, good.
Are we? We look fuzzy on the TV.
Oh yeah, you are. Something could be on the thing.
My tongue ring is vibrating.
There could be something.
We don't need to know about your sex toys.
Forgot to take it out, did you?
Well, it's a good thing none of y'all saw the boxes in the front hallway when you got here, then.
Yeah, I did.
Awesome. I have no fucking shame. I don't care.
I didn't.
No, they're gone by now.
I figured it out. This side
Here I'll
can't be reached.
forget.
I'm eating wings.
Hold on a
Hey,
second.
okay, he got wings in his
I'm
mouth.
gonna sit here and bask in the glory of the awkwardness.
Hey, who cares? I got wings.
Look what I created.
You see that meme that Paige posted for me?
Oh,
That
yeah, he back.
Somebody make their phone buzz.
He back.
Awkward silence.
Listen, I don't make mind disturbing what's going on.
Especially for the tea.
That you break your mouth on twice?
You're thinking, he's thanking
worse
me
than the
now.
hot
Well,
sauce,
it's
man.
still in the cup. So the cup you're drinking out of is a Kid Danielle cup. Now, the girl that's on that cup is my best friend. She's been my best friend since we were 4 years old.
Okay.
Hey, Kevin.
She asked me what I wanted for my birthday last year. So I told her I wanted a mug with her face on it so I could have coffee with her every single morning. So that's what she got me for my birthday last year.
Cool.
Yeah, show David.
Just you know.
Aw, isn't that sweet and make you want you sick from too much sugar?
You mean this jagged edge has a soft side?
Not a fucking chance. Buddy. That does,
Nobody warned you, did they, Johnny?
Nah,
Hi, Amanda.
I watched the shows a couple times. Honestly, I know what y'all be up. I know exactly what y'all be up.
Matters space.
I'm gonna get mugged with my
Oh man,
Pardon?
that's
I'm gonna
great.
get mugged with pictures of me.
That's
Well,
great.
I mean, listen, my birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, Ric Flair's birthday's coming up.
Woo!
That's the best part about sharing a birthday with him. As soon as I'm like, yeah, I share a birthday with Ric Flair, people go, woo!
Yeah,
Woo!
Miss the
Oh, you
best
got
day.
it. You got it. You got it. Damn, drop shit. Okay. So yeah, I ask this question all the time because I want to know, you know what I mean, where people are focused forward. What is the first thing you're gonna do when this COVID? No, damn.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Great track pants.
Technical difficulty.
Great track pants.
Mhm.
Technical difficulty.
There's a new word. Write that in the dictionary.
I gotta pee.
Write it in the snow.
Oh, shit.
Give it a quick shake.
Oh man.
Oh, I hurt.
Oh shit, that's a dog. What up, dog?
Oh yeah.
Who let the dogs out?
All right, so where's the first place? Oh, either the first place you're gonna go or the first thing you're gonna do when all of these bylaws are relaxed.
Which ones?
All of them.
All of them. The ones that limit our travel, the ones that limit how many people we can be around, the ones that pretty much.
Oh, I know what you're saying. All right, well, first place I'm going is right here. Right there.
Yeah, them
But
tickets are cheap.
but that's on my way to California. I gotta go to Cali.
All right.
Gotta go to Cali. San Diego. And then from San Diego, we gonna take it on up the West Coast.
Okay.
Probably the nice ride, man.
Yeah.
It was just kind of that way last year, technically.
Okay.
Well, it would be last year, not technically. It is last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never been. I got a bunch of family from out there, and they always telling me. And then last year, I was watching all my friends on Facebook going to LA and all that, and I'm like, man, you know what? As soon as all this over, I'm going to California.
Yeah. Might as well,
You know something? I really don't want to go to the big places in the States.
No?
You just put the wave song in my head. Thanks, dude. I make you laugh and you put that crap in my head. That's not fair. It's not nice.
It's better than some WAP.
I have portal stuck
What
in
the
my
fuck is WAP?
Wet ass pussy.
Yeah.
Remember what we were talking about earlier?
Oh, is that the fucking Cardi B thing?
Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
See how we came full circle?
wow.
See how we came full circle though?
Hey, look, my guard dog's sitting in front of me.
Yeah,
David's not the only smooth one that can pull shit around.
what can I say? Maybe I'm a little more.
Oh,
a little
So,
more.
I have something to update from last week.
What up?
You know how you guys all discovered that I get sick when I see...
Yeah.
Butter?
Come on now.
Are you talking about butter?
Butter chips?
You didn't finish your sentence.
You
I'm
shouldn't have
almost
said
positive.
anything. Why would
Hold
you
on.
bring
Okay,
that
hang
up?
on, because there's more to this. So you
So-
guys leave.
You can't believe it's not butter?
Which has butter in it, by the way.
No. Huh?
So
It has butter in it.
Mia is eating pancakes.
Yeah.
And goes to put butter on her pancakes and doesn't get it all off the spoon. And I turn my head at the wrong time.
You did
And
not
I
get it on
fucking
your face.
puked on the floor.
No
You did not get it
way.
on your face.
No.
Last week, Johnny,
From the butter.
was it last week? Yes, last
Oh,
week
shit,
we had a
sorry.
bunch of Japanese
Sorry.
foods and snacks.
Come on
That was
now,
on-
she
that was
just
on the
ate.
table.
She
No,
makes
she
a mess.
just ate.
I'll make a
and
mess.
There's a bag behind you, so you might want to slide it down, and we're gonna keep having this conversation because she literally looks physically sick.
You can
Cheers. It physically bothers her.
Oh no, it's like it's
Are
pickle.
you serious? Sebastian, you guys are fucked.
I don't have to ask you to go on, but whatever.
I'm tired. Oh,
Listen, I waited all week to tell you guys that story because I thought you would appreciate this.
I do.
Oh, we
I
did.
do.
Good.
Oh, we definitely.
But we need more butter chips.
Mm. No, but seriously, this will end up like Family Guy. If she goes, and then you go, if you go, I'm going. I'm sorry, I won't be able to do
It's
anything.
like the Stand By Me scene.
Yeah.
You know where I go? I'll just go it that way.
I have to go this way. Like the
Yeah, but no, I'll be out there before anything happens to me.
I don't know about that, bro. Like,
See, I
Carl,
was
might,
smart. I didn't wear anything on my eyes this week.
Carl might get it in his tank though. I'm sorry. Like I don't know how far I'll project. He can eat the chunks though.
That doesn't make her fucking gag.
Not even a little bit. We were
Mayonnaise?
talking about our kids puking in our mouths earlier.
Yep.
No.
I'm not a parent, so that's gross.
Even as a parent, bro. The worst part is, okay, this is like the first time I left my daughter, like I was away from her daughter. I have been there since conception, bro. I don't, like, you know what I mean?
He's committed.
Whatever to whoever.
Yeah, he is.
But I've been there since before that. You should have seen me walking, like, you see me walking in here with all of my stuff. Multiply that by 3. That's how I walked into the hospital. I shit you not, ask Jenny.
I had everything
With my first kid, I actually beat my wife to the hospital by a half hour, and I shit showered and voted.
Wow. I was just like,
that makes
okay.
no sense right there.
The first time I left her.
We'll get back to that.
She was up with Jenny's parents. So like I'm there and I'm all nervous and shit. Like I know she's like they've raised kids before, obviously, and they've done well at it. But I'm still there like, okay, I'm nervous because I've never been away from myself before, technically.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So I'm there and then the day comes to pick her up and I'm like, oh, giddy and happy. You know, my nerves are coming down. Drive all the way up there. Pick her up and I'm like, and she's like, all like, and like it just, like I look like the Phantom of the Opera and shit the way the milk just came down the side of my face and just,
yeah.
Can't believe it's not butter? That would have been chunky.
Oh, bro, it was so.
Now to finish your next question, how was I not with my wife and beat her at the hospital? Well, she was with her mother.
Got the call.
She was with her mother, and I went home to get my stuff that I needed, but I was able to shit, shower, and vote.
Wow.
And still beat her to the hospital by a half hour and had her pre-registered.
Wow.
I drank
Having her
a container of castor oil with Melody, and I was still in labor for 23 fucking hours to find out that if I tried to have her naturally, I would crush her, so I had to go in for an emergency C-section. She was out in 10 minutes.
They could have just done that 2 days ago. Ooh, got that out. Fucking.
Mia, she was a planned C-section. Fuck that shit.
So what's Johnny's stories to go along with ours?
Yeah, you gotta
He looks
have
like he has something he wants to say.
Yeah, wait, almost. I forgot how long it was, but it was over 16, I think, 20-something hours.
Holy.
Had to come. I was in the town already, though, so it was perfect. I was already here. Water broke, and it was go time. Worst part, though, had to do the emergency C-section. My son, he had his lungs was punctured into both his lungs was punctured. So he had to go immediately to McMaster, to Hamilton. So, like the first night, they just took him away from us. Like he came to the room in the incubator. That was the first time we seen him, and then it was like, all right, he got to go. And then the next 2 days, we was trying to coach my wife up and get her back to health and get her back to strength, so she can get up and we can go to Hamilton. While I got to get back to Buffalo, so I don't work. So we ended up losing that job because we had to stay there for, I believe it was a week or two. And we had to get around McDonald House and all of that. It was kind of
work is replaceable. Family never is.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's the right decision. They
That's
should have held you job if they appreciated you, right?
Well, I mean,
it's all a blessing. I'm 25 now, be 6 soon. Love him to death.
that's all you can do, man. There's something, that's for sure.
Kids, oh my gosh! Like if adults listen to kids more, no, real talk. If adults really listen to children when they talk, the world would be so much different.
Hey, man, that's why I homeschool, because I listen to my kids.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing.
And
kids are born really smart. They can actually walk right after being born. We make them stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I won't disagree with that at all.
We make our children stupid.
That's right.
Our children come out wanting to learn everything, and we slow them.
Yeah.
Literally, as soon as a child is born, you can hold them like this, and they will walk.
They'll swim right away. I know that.
Yeah,
They can swim right away, but we make them stupid.
Yeah. And that's why I'd like to believe. Yeah, no, I slowed it down in some ways, but then like
you don't do it. You don't do it knowingly.
Yeah, it's not like malice or anything.
No, it's not a conscious thing either.
No, it's just,
That's the way we were taught.
It's a conditioning thing.
It's taught, yeah. It's trained.
Is what it is.
It's a trained society. That's why I say, like, when everybody like, oh, you racist, like everybody got a little bit of it in them. We all trained to it that way. Like, it's stereotypes, and it's the way that society, you know, they just tool us. They put certain ways, and you got to go to school, and you got to do this. So if you don't do this X, Y, Z, then your relevance in the world or in society is going to be minimum, and you're not going to have much. And
Yep, and if you run too free, then you're just going to be bumping and grinding against everything.
Yeah,
everything.
So
it's a weird balance, I think.
It's interesting. It is an interesting balance.
Yeah.
It's just like going to school and going to college. Like, you got to have a college degree, so to say. But it's a lot of people that
they say that.
They say that, but I don't have one.
And it's
I got a 7 months pregnant at 27 GED.
I would say
is what I got.
I don't even have that.
You know, like,
wow,
it's your dry, yeah, dude.
So wait a minute, hold on. Is this another societal stereotype that's wrong?
I'm technically 4 credits short of graduating high school.
I got expelled and graduated at the same time. I got it, but like
I was 7 months pregnant when I graduated high school, dude.
I was the year I graduated. I decided that I was, because I graduated into the time that I was supposed to. I was the last year of OAC, and I went to full secondary education too. So
I never graduated.
I figured all y'all had your accreditation.
I think they just pushed me up out that joint. I was 17. I graduated early too, on time. It was on time, but it was like that last year and senior year, I was never in school. I was failing like a bunch of classes. Couple teachers, they just passed me just because they liked me. I was a good little kid.
Technically, if I would have stuck with high school, I would have graduated at the age of 16. I skipped school, like grades.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's supposed to, but
I was
school.
The way it was explained to me was I was smarter than what they were teaching me. I failed music.
You figured
I'm a
it out
musician.
so good, you're an ass kiss assist.
That's right.
I can draw and everything else. I failed art. I just couldn't grasp their concepts.
Please.
So I didn't fit their mold, so I flunked out.
Yeah, because school isn't a place for smart people, dude.
Yeah.
Never has been.
You did just fine.
Not a place for smart people.
No, it's.
But everyone I know that went to their schooling and shit and did all that, 80% of them went on to do other things. They don't even use that schooling.
My daughter is working on her second bachelor's. of two different, like a totally different field than what she went in to do.
No, let's.
Oh, that's way better.
Okay, let me rephrase that. School isn't for smart people. School isn't for all the smart people.
No, it's not. But the only thing I ever taught my kids was when they were growing up was you have to finish high school. You don't finish high school, then I kick you in the ass.
Yeah, that's what I grew up.
That was my only rule for them. I didn't finish it, so I wanted them to.
I said to my daughter, you know what? I finished high school, so that's as far as I can really say you have to finish. Your mother, on the other hand, has a 4.0 from university or college, so you might want to finish this conversation with her.
That's how I go. That's how I go. Same way with me. Like my wife got a bunch of different credentials behind her name with the insurance shit or whatever. She underwriting or whatever, and she went to college twice, 2 different degrees. So I got a high school diploma, so I could tell him, that's the minimum, but it's on him. High school is minimum, period. But then besides that, that's gonna really be on him and his decisions he make in life. Hopefully, by the time he in that position, he ain't even worried about that. He worried about owning some shit like
my kids
or something. You feel me? By 18, 19.
We told our kids that we'll cover them until high school is done. As long as they're in school, they can live at home rent free.
Because it's like a big debt. It's like a big debt. Revolving door. Like you put in positions that they not even aware about. Like
already, so
they 18, 19, and they making the biggest financial decisions of their lives. 18, 19, and they're not taught anything about finances. Period. Yeah. Besides of what's at home, and the parents preaching to them about bills and this and that. Besides that, you're hearing that at school, so they're not being taught that. But then at 18, you got to make the biggest decision of your life, because now when you sign this paper and you go to school, now you're gonna be in debt for like pretty adult life. You about to be in debt.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Well, when I went to school, which was long before all you.
Really?
Yes. Well, except for you. You're the closest to me. But
TJ's like, I look young.
When we were
9 years older.
Yeah, but that's a whole different curriculum. That's a whole different curriculum in high school.
Yes, that's very true.
When me and TJ went to high school, there was a law class you took. There was bookkeeping we took. We were taught this stuff in high school.
When you went to high school?
I could have.
Yeah. That was nowhere in our curriculum.
Like when I went to school, like we were taught, like we had home ec classes. It wasn't just one class. We did restaurant services, restaurant businesses. We did baking. We did butchering, and then we did in kitchen work. Those were all different classes. There was 5 or 6 credits.
We had all those classes and credits.
I did a lot of co-op
in
the field work for companies, right?
Like it's so different than what it is now.
Class.
They still have co-op.
I can make edibles.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
But they don't teach that anymore, and I wish they did in high school, where you had to take a economics class, a basic law class, and a basic accounting.
You make this much money.
Yeah, the most we had was we had U.S. government history.
I've read some of that. That's pretty bogus.
And then outside of that, then we had one class. It was economics, and it was split in half, and that's for senior year. So it's at the end of your high school. You're not at this point. I already know I'm about to pass.
Give me the shit
about this. I passed that class because it was easy, but that was one of those classes where it was in the beginning of the first class. I never went. The T told me, he was like, all right, just pass this test right here, and I'll give you a C5 so you can get out of this, so you can graduate. And I'm like, cool, now pass this. And he was like, and I graduated. Yeah. And it was cool because I was in a vocational school, so we was learning sheet metal, and then in my freshman year I learned carpentry. So I had like the knowledge. I still got like the knowledge of the basics and stuff like that, but for the most part, high school was just high school, and we young.
Never changes, no matter where you are.
Well, no, the education system's a little different down south.
Yeah.
Like there is some big separation and differences from district to district. Where here it's
Buffalo. I was in Buffalo.
But I've heard some horror stories from like different parts of the states that the education system is like
a little behind.
Insane, yeah.
I would say.
Because I have a friend in Virginia Beach, and he says he's a history buff, and I start talking about Canadian history that was relevant to U.S. history, and he's like, we were never taught any of that stuff. I'm like, well, then you need to go look this shit up and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say, because we don't get taught. That's why I be asking. Like when I got here, I started noticing. Like I get it, America is I guess somewhat more popular than Canada, so everybody whatever. And we got Trump, so it don't make it no better. We had Trump.
Yeah.
It was like I just noticed a lot of people was talking about American politics a lot, and it's like, well, y'all see it a lot, and there's people in America, they don't know shit. All they can say is Canadian maple leaves and bacon, and that's not even fucking Canadian. But they don't know. They just don't really know nothing about Canada because we're not taught nothing besides that the slaves ran away and that's where they went. When Harriet Tubman hit the fucking water, she hit the falls, and then who knows what happened after that to the black people? They just over here. We're not really taught that.
A lot of cool sites to go check out in St. Catharines and that actually. Yeah. If you go to the carousel, there's a huge black community part of that, the Underground Railroad and that. It's really cool.
Yeah, there's
a carousel in St. Catharines. It's a Nicola ride. It's at Lakeside Park, and all inside there's plaques and everything, stories of the Underground Railroad and whatnot.
Yeah, and all the dancing, the underground dancing that they did to keep themselves.
Yep, or there is a park in Niagara Lake as well.
Yeah,
the Niagara Falls History Museum has a bunch of.
Yep, that's devoted to the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, there's a whole section in it.
And the ending of slavery and everything in Canada.
Yep.
Well, I believe on February.
We could do a road trip.
Actually, one of the
Education.
schools here downtown, it used to be NFCBI. If you go down into the basement of that school, there's 15 different tunnels that you can go through, and it's all old Underground Railroad tunnels. There's some houses here that
you can
still
have.
You can go through their basement cellars, and there's still a good 5-10 feet of tunnel before it's been blocked off or whatever.
And that's also a big difference between here and the U.S.
Yeah.
As we talk about it a lot more openly, and we still have the problems as the States, but you could probably say the same. It's not as forefront as it is to the States is.
Since we're talking about it, the Niagara Falls History Museum has a book club, the Justice for Black Lives book club. You can join Sherry Darlene, the founder of Justice for Black Lives, in the fight for change, your education and discussion, on February 4th at 7 p.m. Visit www.niagarafallsmuseum.ca for more.
Hey, is that my new magazine?
That's your new magazine.
What else you got rocking in there?
I'm out.
What?
He's out?
All right. He just did.
I don't know. Is he coming back?
I'd say he's still on.
He might be just slipping.
Something's up, maybe? I don't know.
Could be talking to somebody
I
else.
know you brought one for me, David.
Hey, look who's on this page, guys. Look at that right up there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look at that man right there.
I have one. I will take another one.
You can have
I
one.
can give one to Jonathan.
Are these two different ones?
The covers
are different.
The front cover and back cover are different.
Making me choose? You can't have one.
Why not?
Because they're two different ones.
Last month I had both of them.
Jonathan's getting the one I have.
Oh, no, you can't have either one of these. Look, they're different. You can have them.
I see how it is. See how it is.
Yeah, look, you see how it is. Watch.
Let's see
Look,
that.
watch David.
Hey, what? I only get one?
I don't know which one I have. You better give me both.
I only have so many, and I gotta mail some out.
You gotta sign these for me, David.
Yeah.
Okay. Definitely.
Collecting.
Oh, there it is. Drop the night away.
Sweet.
Sci-fi.
Yeah, man.
That was
Johnny
fun.
Blake.
Oh man, definitely got some stuff going
Are
on.
you
here. So
What?
yeah,
Oh, yeah, I should send you an okay.
I'm chilling on the art wall. You know what I mean? We're just here.
Ian
It
blocked
is
me.
the Savage Circle, episode 7. We've had
He
Johnny
blocked you?
Armani in the building. We've had Ezra in
Yeah,
the building. They
he
were
blocked
so
me.
respectful enough to draw us, spend some time with us online.
I can't do it through here.
Well, I don't have them. I
don't know. My shit's out there now, so it doesn't track you.
Actually, do you want to send it to me?
Can I send it to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, seriously?
Well, nah, maybe it was just a.
No, it's not working.
Nobody, no. Are we still on Nintendo?
Yeah, you're still on Nintendo.
And look.
That's funny.
Yep.
Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's still Nintendo.
Yeah, man.
So, this is a Nintendo version of Amanda and TJ. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
It could be because maybe it's by the speaker in the.
No.
No, I don't think that's why.
Okay. I don't know. Well,
It's all right. We'll flow with it tonight.
I don't
mind
even
being
know
a
what
little
to
blurry.
say.
I haven't shaved. I haven't had a haircut. This is perfect, man. I like this right here.
Oh man, Amanda looks like she's ready to fucking hit a mosh pit.
I am for
know,
sure.
for real.
I was ready the day I wasn't allowed out.
Oh yeah.
Seriously.
I had so many
How-
I want to message him and explain to him that I told him that he had to wait. And as soon as I could let him on,
I just sent him an invite. We'll see what happens.
he just blocked me. He's not going to jump
Yeah,
on
You know what's
now.
only better, in my opinion, is the dollar amount on Canadian dollars. Shit, you're right.
Oh, it's clear enough.
Person is unavailable on Messenger.
Wow.
You too.
You got blocked too?
Yeah.
Here, live in the air.
Wow.
You guys have been banned.
Wow.
Well, I mean, what do you want from?
No. We don't do that though. We don't answer the terrorists. We don't
Well, no, but
terrorists.
this tiny terrorist is our friend Ian.
I understand that, but no. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. If he was, well, I don't really know that.
We were going to send him a link, but we were interviewing 2 people on our show, so we were going to send them the link after we did the interview.
Which was what
he
we
popped
discussed.
up. He asked me to ask a question. I didn't get the chance to send in the question, so I didn't. And now Jay and I are blocked.
I can't look on my phone while we're doing this stuff.
Yeah, I can't do nothing.
Well, I don't know what to say.
I don't really know what to tell you, but I can say
What?
It just said
you can get your Sofa City Sounds Volume 2 at sofacitysounds.com. Check it out. It discusses the lives or the profiles of several talented artists in and around the Niagara region and beyond.
I'll Facebook it over there.
I don't know what to say. We should probably call him.
Go ahead.
People.
Yeah, what up?
I can't answer my phone while we're doing this. My
Well,
phone's off.
It is what it is until we're done, I suppose.
Yeah, I gotta be professional.
Dang.
No, my phone's usually the camera.
I'd almost have to put words in the thing for that.
I'm just sitting here like.
For what, being professional?
Yeah.
No, I've had that happen before.
Well, I
like,
mean,
because
we're
you're
sitting at
friends.
the
You're
Savage
supposed
Circle. I understand that,
to,
and I
you're supposed to
get
drop
that.
everything for me. We're friends. No, don't ever drop everything for
Well,
me.
no,
I'm
he-
not going to drop everything.
No,
for
he
you.
wanted-
I can't drop
he-
it. You know what I mean?
He wanted to jump in the stream, which we said he could,
Yeah.
but we had 2 people scheduled, so we made sure that we got through our interviews before we jumped in for some shit show, because I know that these guys had some interesting, important shit to say.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to make sure that everybody had their full attention.
Yeah.
And then he could jump in.
Yeah.
So some shows are done a little bit different than others. And I'm
That's the great.
sorry that it
beauty of
ended
the
up
show.
that way, but that's the way it is
It is.
right
I
now.
love the live show.
I don't know what to say.
Well, that's all I can say.
All right.
Sorry. I don't know what to say.
I'm really sorry that it happened like that, because, you know what I mean? Like, he seemed like good people.
He is good people. Ian's an amazing guy. He's a great guy.
So I don't know why, like, this happened. Maybe
He will
just,
unblock even more.
maybe he just wasn't feeling the love.
Well, I don't. He blocked both of us, so I think.
And I'm blocked on Facebook.
Yeah, I think he thought we were ignoring him, but that's not what was happening. Like, we are doing the show,
We're
and
trying
then we can
to-
jump in after.
I'm trying to do a bit of order this round.
Well,
Like,
We're trying for
as
some order.
Ezra had a lot to say, and we wanted to get a lot off of him. Mr. Amani here had a lot to say, and we wanted to get it off of him.
Yeah.
Then we were going to bring in the shit show and just, do our thing.
well, yeah. I mean,
Welcome to the shit show.
well, yeah, because it's different every. Yeah, Welcome to the fucking shit show, man. It's different every week, though. Like, we're trying something different every week.
Yeah,
we're trying to do something different every week. I told him that he would be brought on. Unfortunately, he's been waiting a little while.
So I didn't notice how my dude's just chilling over here on the chair.
I've been watching. I told you, he just took over half of David's table.
That's cool, man. Nah, I made sure I hold this down so you can curl up on the day.
Oh, yeah.
Thing going on. You can hear
Yeah, because you know his fat ass didn't get in there without knocking the guitar table around.
Oh, yeah. The guitar table would have been
the guitar table. I thought.
Like, I had to move the cup because I didn't want him to stand up and knock it over. As a matter of fact, let me move this too.
Yeah, maybe good. Yeah.
He's probably there like, I ain't going nowhere.
No, he's done. He's out.
Oh, man.
He is. He's out.
This is live. So, you got Johnny Armani Worldwide on the Savage Circle. I just ran through every single podcast that I do.
Savage.
Got a fucking Rolodex in the back of his head.
Right, that one.
Oh my god.
Crazy, because I did the Rebroadcast earlier today, and even on the Rebroadcast, I'm like, okay, Savage Circle's happening later, and I almost slipped and said, we're on the Savage Circle, but this is where we are, and this is what we do.
Hey, listen, man, there's nothing wrong with mistake plugs.
Yeah, no.
You know? I mean, as long as it's not like a knife in the socket, as far as mistake plugs go.
Yeah. That would be a shocking experience.
Oh, electrifying.
For real. For real, though.
Come here, hold my hand. No, I don't want to share that shot.
No.
Yep, nope.
Can you at least text him? No, nothing?
I know.
So.
How was that?
Show David!
Oh, shit.
It's funny every time.
Oh, that's why are you busting shots off in the house for, man? Why are you busting shots off?
What do you mean? I would do that.
That is such a
Oh, Stranger Danger is on.
Chris?
Yeah.
Right on.
Right on.
He's gonna be one of our guests next week.
Is that Chris Campbell?
Chris Campbell, Stranger Danger. The Stranger Danger Thrill Show is known as Phoenix Fire. He will be on the show next week from London. Hoping we're gonna get some interesting things happening while he's on the show. And we also have Sam Crowley on the show next week from The Electric Dead and The Shit Fits and Temple of Night.
And something we cannot name at the present moment.
And He Who Must Not Be Named. And like, there's all kinds of fun stuff happening on this show. Every single week, it just gets bigger and better.
I think we're booked to like August or some shit. Are we?
We're booked till September.
We're booked so much. We're thinking about doing another show just so we can have all the other guests.
Oh, send that to me, please.
Well, I mean, y'all can filter them to the shows that I do until you sort out the rest.
No,
of
once
yeah,
we figure the
definitely.
stuff out, definitely have some.
Hey, Paige, are you alive and online watching?
I don't know who she is.
Reach out and message. We could use another person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he
Ian
blocked
kind
us.
of bailed on us while we're just
Blocked us.
I know.
He did. This guy's been one of my best friends for almost 3 years.
Oh,
I hang out with him all the time, almost every single day. I talk to him. Every day I talk to him.
Yeah.
So.
But
that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate.
I
We've
just
got
had
him
a
on the
question too
telephone.
that totally slipped my
No,
mind.
if he wants to block me, that's fine.
Good one.
Never mind the things I've done for him, so I really don't care. Just because we had a format to get through this time. Sorry.
Well, that's
there's a list of people that want to come on here that
it's retarded.
We've told them that we may
or
may not be able to get you on because we need to get through our scheduled guests first.
Of course.
Yeah.
on standby. You know.
Well, and that's it. Like, I mean, we're usually doing the show for almost 3 hours anyway. It's not like he wouldn't have been on the show. We always pull him in when we tell him we're going to pull him in.
Yep.
Hey, you got my puke bag in your hands?
But
Nope.
It's all butter.
Fuck off.
Really?
What are you laughing at?
he's here with us, man.
Clearly.
Remember, he watched a couple of shows. That's why his lips are tight
Right,
until someone says
I
something.
know. We'll have you here soon. David's keeping your chair nice and warm tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Why do you think his lips are a little tight and less spoken to? He knows what goes on. He's watched.
Oh, nah, I just be chilling, man. And this shit.
That way.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh my
Got
God.
my leg.
Yeah, it's a lot more dangerous at the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can't hide.
Try not to move. Don't touch nothing.
This is great. We've had over like 6 or more viewers the
I'll
whole
put it on your
time.
Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see something.
It's
Yeah,
been
check
fun.
it out, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It has been fun. Okay, so I'm going to shout out. We've got a girl page who, I should say a woman page, because she's absolutely
Badass page.
right.
Badass page.
Yeah, so
Finger guns and everything.
badass
Is this turned off
page.
or on?
Here, I get it.
She's out west right now, but she runs a page called Twisted Memes Are Us, and it's not
She was on 5 minutes ago. Messenger.
it's
Yeah.
not for the faint at heart. It absolutely is. I'm gonna call her.
Some terrible. You calling her?
Oh, it's some terrible fuckery. I love it.
Hey, we're calling our first guest. Last time we had the first caller, and now
Is
we're
she-
calling people.
Is she a guest or a co-host though?
Oh, she would be a co-host. that's
She's
for
a
sure.
co-host of the
Sure.
Boneyard.
We're live. We thought we'd call so you could be a co-host with us. We're live.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
she
well,
needs
wait, it doesn't matter if you're ready. You're on.
to send her a link. Send her a link.
Yeah, you're like we're live right now on the Savage Circle, and I called you.
Well, we
I
need
love
to
her.
answer like us,
I love
so.
her. You're like the West Coast version of me. I love it.
What do you
Yeah,
do?
you are.
Friends with?
You are,
She's
and
on
I'm
my
the
list.
East Coast version of you.
I don't think he's on your list.
It is.
Bring up your
But it's
phone.
fun. It's fun. Don't worry.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Johnny, I have something for you.
What you got?
What up, Paige?
Okay, listen. I'm gonna
I
send
was
you the
going
link
through
so
some
you
of
can go online
my
with
posts, and I found something that I think you'd appreciate more than I can.
it. Where's the?
Okay.
Okay.
What's
Yeah,
up?
I'll tell you. in a second.
it's a buffalo. It's like a buffalo fucking blanket, like a Buffalo Bills blanket.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
bed blanket?
Okay,
Yeah.
she's got the link.
Of course.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Appreciate
You got
that.
the link.
No
Yeah, I
problem.
got the link. You
No
got the
problem,
stuff.
no
Yeah, I got
problem.
the
You know what I
stuff.
mean? You're doing a lot of good. You're doing things for for the region. You know what I mean? To call attention
There's
to
another guy.
some of the stuff that's happening out here. You know what I mean? That's dope. You know what I mean? So, like, the first person, every time I see it now, I'm just like, yeah, he has to get it because, you know what I mean? Like, no one rocks the Buffalo like you do. So, you know what I mean? To represent Buffalo and still put on for Niagara, that's big.
He's not locked.
That's Paige. That's
I'm not.
Paige.
Let's go in.
I
We
mean,
got one more in the group. What up?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
up? It's
Paige has been drinking,
She's
just so everybody knows.
This is our West Coast girl.
I am.
Lady
O's.
Savage.
Yeah, she's
Badass
a little
Paige.
crazy.
Yeah.
A little crazy, lots of fun.
represents us out west,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's throw her up here for a minute.
bringing us bands like
Oh shit.
another day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up and live, you know.
Oh,
Badass Paige, how you doing? Oh, she got.
How are you guys?
Oh, I'm good.
Very
We're
good.
good. We're good. We're good. Yeah. managed to survive so much of another episode.
We're getting there anyway.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
It's great. You guys can see the blue of my TV screen. That's a good time.
Hey, TJ,
Right.
I can hear you this time. That's a fucking good
Right?
time.
That was fucked up last time, unfortunately.
Yeah. We don't know what happened. We have no idea. But we told Jay and David about it, so now from now on, it's not our fault.
Listen, anytime you want to go live, one of the two of us or one of the three of us should be available to help you with
An adult for this. It's like supervision or something. Holy shit. Yeah. I need a supervisor. Shit.
Well, that's not anybody in this group.
Yeah.
Wait, you said adult, right?
What's an adult?
I don't even know.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm in the adolescence of my adulthood. Like, I'm still doing some of the shit.
I remember the first time you said that to me, I was like, I'm going to use that. I was so fried, I forgot it by the time I walked out of the fucking house.
So that's been the last 30 years of my life? Okay.
Oh, man. That's great. What you got there?
Hot sauce.
It's a fucking stir fry type thing. And twisted.
Okay.
Peanut butter and booze.
I'm sorry, is this wrong with that combination?
Not at all.
Nice.
I mean, at least it's not whiskey and Oreos.
Whiskey and Oreos?
That is a low point.
Told you, I'm almost 13 years sober, dude.
Cutting out.
I know.
Yeah, you're kind of choppy. You're
Myself? Why do I only see myself? This is kind of awkward for me.
okay.
There
There you go. Now you can see me.
There you go.
Just in time for a commercial break.
Sweet.
I'm coming for my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay. Better get from around my way, 'cause I'm coming for my crown today. Better get from around my way. I've come for the throne where I'm bound to stay.
But I can get gas, don't need more dope. And watch you take off through a portal. Pick your shots, never force those. Say, take off fast like a Porsche, go away. Rio, turn up.
I love you.
Different cities, explore those. So high I can soar your way. Take off through a portal. Got me feeling immortal.
What? Pretty good, yeah.
All right, that track right there.
Sing again, sing again, sing again.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, man, of course.
That shit was fire.
Second half portals you can find on YouTube.
Already, we just heard.
Did you just say second
I
half
said the
pornos?
second half of the promo portals you can find on YouTube. I added more words to put spaces in between the ones you tried to pornograph. You can find
I
on
know what I
YouTube.
heard.
Listen, man.
He knows what he said and then corrected it.
Can I live? You know what I mean? Can I?
Let a man
Well,
breathe.
we'll see when we look through this video tomorrow.
Yeah, man. That's exactly what we're going to see. But yeah, man. So you got Portals. That was the most recent joint you dropped? Or you have something? No, you dropped something with TS.
That page is right here.
Oh, okay.
TS and Merch, no?
Right there. I was looking at the other side. There.
T Money Gang?
Nah, I dropped T Money Gang was on the he was on the intro for Sauce Dripping on Fleet as DOF.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the mixtape that I'm in the mix. I just was going to drop it like probably like every 2 weeks, drop a single from the mixtape until officially the mixtape come out.
Oh, yeah, we're going to put the live stream back on.
But I dropped SDOF. That's out so far, and then I dropped Plug. You talking about Plug?
Plug,
that's for Murs and T.O. from Oklahoma City. Well, he from Buffalo too, but he out in Oklahoma City.
Okay. T.O., is that the only real poet?
The only poet, yeah.
The only poet. Okay, yeah, the only poet.
T.O.
I got thanks for the link up with him. I have him on the Terrell Effect, not next week, but the week after.
Yeah,
So,
shout out him. He got the team together out in Oklahoma City. They doing big things too, man. Shout out my boys, Wise Kings, all them boys. You know.
True. Speaking of shout outs, who do you want to shout out?
Who, me?
Who else? Yeah.
Man, shit. Shout out Young Craze. Shout out Ryan out of the Top 4 Flow. You already know, man. Shout out Mers. Shout out T Money Gang. Them boys got $500,000 about to drop too. Y'all gonna see me promoting that real soon. Press Play ENT. You already know the whole jungle. Everybody back home.
Yeah.
Shit, my cousin got the COVID. You know, hope cuz beat that. Both of these niggas, man. Hope they both beat that.
Right.
But you know, it's all love. Shout out everybody watching right now too.
Yeah, man. For real though. Y'all taking some time. Yeah. All right, there we go. Oh.
So we're getting close to that time, eh?
Yeah, we about at that time. So can you do the logo flip while I do the
Yeah, okay, well, you gotta look for it to pop up this time because apparently last time when I was popping them up, you were finishing it and out of the next.
Can you work so I can work?
Yeah.
There's your first one,
There
sir.
you go,
All right, so this program has been brought to you in part by Expose the North. Expose the North, we go there and beyond. The Savage Circle podcast is available every Saturday and rebroadcast on Wednesday at
that time.
Noon and 7.
And 7 p.m. We also have Candid Conversations that happens Wednesday at 6 p.m. Also, Daddy Daughter Time, which sporadically occurs through the week when my daughter feels like putting up with me. Not to mention Tough Talks, the next episode, which you'll find tomorrow, live on Restream around 3-4 o'clock, where I will defend my Tough Talks title in a prediction episode against the man Teely. Oh yeah, True Guy.
I'll be watching that.
The Terrell Effect happens early on Saturdays, 12 p.m. We will be featuring Hot Apollo next week, I believe, as well as The Only Poet. In a few weeks, we have, usually my daughter pops into, you know what I mean, shine some light on my day, but it is what it is. And The Boneyard is here live with Sofa City Sounds, Driving Under Insanity, and Culture Shock, Terrell Effect. You know, me doing a thing. So the Savage Circle, thank y'all for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Are we signing off?
I think so.
Thanks to our guests.
Yeah,
Thank guys.
Thanks for having me, man. It was a pleasure.
Can't wait to hear the new stuff from all of them.
Yeah, man. Johnny Armani is here. We had Ezra in the building. For Amanda Shills, The Boneyard, DUI, It's the Block. Wait a minute, I should have said it like this. For Amanda Shills, TJ, DUI, Johnny Armani, and Ezra. This is The Block saying, bless up. We out.
Play loud.